stories. How's everybody doing? Wait until some people get in. Right. Where's my coffee? Some peoples. Eighth week in a row. Welcome to the channel if you're new. If you're just watching this for the first time after it's been uploaded when it's not live anymore, because obviously there's no one in the chat right now. Just want to make sure everything's working. Is everything working? Just want to make sure everything's working. Okay, there we go. There we go. Is everything working? Just want to make sure everything's working. There we go. What's up, bro? Who just came? Let's see what's up. Let's go to the channel. Pull up the chat. There it is. How you doing, guys? What's up, guys? What are you saying, man? We're just getting started here, just getting the chat set up and stuff like that. All right. And then we're gonna begin our 3-hour live, bro. Whoever stops in, just say your name, guys. Say who's here, say hi to me, stuff like that. That way I know who's here. Oh man, you guys are crazy. Smacking that like button, I love it. Already. You guys are amazing. Amazing. Wow. Every Saturday we go live. Okay. We hit 300 subscribers, you guys. I'm really excited about that. I'm really happy about it. Hey, yo, replied, I heard it. Oh, that's a weird thing to say. I just got a really weird comment on not on this video, on the interview with Cuzzo. I'm not even gonna repeat that because that's just so much disrespect. That's not even funny to Cuzzo. That's ridiculous. I'll be popping in and out. Charlie's girl. Oh, okay, thank you. There's some controversy going on in regarding a couple channels I mod. Oh, okay. I understand. That's cool. I'm just glad that you came. That's all. Just come and show some love. That's all. Oh, Bruce. Okay, what's up? What's good, brother? Let's see if I can get the chat on the screen. Oh, yeah, okay. There we go. Move this over. Whoa. Sorry, guys. Okay. We got this. Okay, Charlie's girl, some controversy. Okay, we already got that. Bruce, I gotta scroll back up and read that. Oh, this was an old one. Okay, that's okay. We'll pull the chat up on the screen. Can we do that? I don't know. Oh, there it is. There's the chat. Now I can see it. You know what? Maybe I'll put this over here so I can look at the chat and this at the same time. There we go. There we go. Now I don't have to keep turning around and stuff like that, you guys. I don't want to do that for 3 hours. So what are you guys up to, man? How was your guys' week? What are you guys up to? What are you guys saying? I'm vaping on some good shatter at the moment. Okay, okay. Sounds good. Sounds really good. I've been going hard on these interviews for you guys. Oh, before anyone does go, Charlie's girl, you're coming in and out, but hey, I have a wicked interview set up for you guys tomorrow. I waited to post it on Sunday because I wanted to advertise it to you guys, like Cuzzo's video I got up yesterday for you guys. And tomorrow I have another awesome video for you guys. It's with Harvey Speaks Prison. And he's a subscriber of mine. He's a good dude. He did 29 years in the pen in the U.S. And he tells a wicked story on the channel in the interview. So, you guys, we got some good content coming out for you guys tomorrow. So that's pretty cool. I planned it out where you guys would get for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Well, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, we did good this week. Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we're doing good. I got some good content for you guys, and as long I'll keep doing it, man, the best I can, you know. I just want to do the best I can. If I can do extra, like I said, I will, right? So I was really happy the way that both interviews turned out. The Cuzzo interview did pretty good, actually. It got like 20 likes in the first 24 hours. So that was pretty good. Considering I think my best video only had like 28 likes or something like that. Because in the analytics it can show you like your top 10 videos or whatever, how it does in the first 4 hours, how it's doing. And it was actually in the #1 spot until 8 hours and stuff went on for the 24-hour period, and then it kind of dropped down to third. I guess the one video there that had over 1,000 views in the first day or so, that one's still in first place, I guess. That was the first handbook story I did. The handbook prison inmate first time inmate handbook series type thing I made. People liked that. Thank you for smacking the like, guys. I really appreciate it. There's 5 of you in here, and there's 5 likes. That's awesome. You guys are all awesome people. Oh, the real Justice Keaton. What's up, my friend? What's up, Justin? Thanks for popping in, bro. We're finishing up the garden, and I may have to go to doctor because the bug bites got me looking like Apollo Creed from Rocky. Good. I will be checking that out for sure. All right. Yeah. She's talking about the interview I got for you guys tomorrow coming out. YouTube didn't notify me about you and Cuzzo's video. Oh, for real? Oh, well, good. I'm glad I posted it in the Broken Misfits IG page then. Because I don't like that. That's ridiculous. I think Cuzzo just got busy doing the Code of the Streets stuff. Because he was supposed to post it in his channel for you guys. I think he just got busy and stuff though, because I am pretty sure he's the one that wanted to promote his buddy's music and stuff. So I'm pretty sure he really wants to do that. So, well, I know he'll keep his word. So I'm not worried about it. As soon as he pins his channel in the comments section, or as soon as he comments his whatever he wants to pin in the description, I will pin it. But I seen him do a video saying he's doing a Code of the Streets video tonight. So I think he's working, he's busy, he's got a wife, or not a wife, but a girlfriend. Everyone gets busy, right? He has been really tied up. I think it slipped his mind, honestly. Yeah, I think so too. Hey Eddie, hope all is good, bro. Great week for content. Much love, bro. Keep doing you. All right, thanks, Mr. Muffin Man. I really appreciate it, you guys. I friggin' worked. I did a lot this week, guys. I'm really hoping for some love this weekend. You know what I'm saying, from you guys. So, whatever you guys can do, man. That's what the lives are all about, right? Sharing the love, spreading the love. But as long as you guys are here, that's good enough for me. And smacking the like, that's all I care for. But if you can do more than that, I'll be grateful. Take care of a lot of people, you know what I mean? Oh man, yesterday was crazy. You guys are probably watching the Cuzzo video, but I did that the day before and had it uploaded for you guys for that day. And some shit happened, man. Fucking, I don't even want to take the glasses off because I don't want you guys to see. But you guys will probably notice it anyways. I don't know if you can see it or not because I actually didn't get that hurt, but I don't know if you can notice anything or not, but it actually, I thought it was going to swell out a lot more than that. Actually, you know what? I look pretty good, actually. Considering. It's like no matter how much I try to stay to shit, man, people fucking want to mouth off and fucking attack me and shit. It's not like I even look for fights, man. That's why I don't even like to go outside. Fuck. I go to the fucking grocery store and I get fucking in a squabble. Let's ice it tonight. You'll be good to go in a day or two. Why? You can see it? Shit. Swelling, bro. Oh, shit. He has really tied up. Yeah. See, I wasn't even gonna say shit, but, you know, I feel like you guys are my family, so it's just like, I can't fucking hold shit back from you guys. It just comes out. So I'm gonna keep the glasses on. I'm not gonna take them off. I'm not gonna say nothing tonight. And then fucking not even 20 minutes into it, I'm already showing you guys. It's funny. No, but don't think that I'm freaking haven't changed my life. I honestly changed my whole life around. I don't even go outside. All I do is go to work in the grocery store. It's just because I live in a bad area and shit like that. I even moved to a different area where I don't even where I didn't even grow up or nothing. But just, I guess people don't like me or something. They just want to try to rob me for my shit. I guess maybe I shouldn't wear so much gold outside and shit like that, but I'm not gonna fucking pussy out and tuck my chain in and shit just because I'm walking through a fucking projects or some shit like that. Yeah. So I protected myself, man. Don't worry. I still got all my shit. Fucking crackheads, bro. I swear, it must be. It has to be. Because any guy that's like a big person or a known person or something ain't gonna try to do something that petty. But some of these fucking crackheads that are tweaking out and shit can be fucking strong as hell, dude. You know what I mean? Don't think just because they're a druggie or this or that they're fucking weak. Holy fuck, when they're on those drugs, they don't feel pain, bro. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even really want to hurt the dude. I just fucking fought him just to get him away from me and get him off of me and shit. That's all I did. I just fucking told him, get the fuck away from me. Yeah. I could have fucking probably hurt him more, but I didn't want to hurt the dude. I just didn't want them to try to take my shit, and I just wanted to get out of there. These guys are doing this shit right out front of the grocery store. I'm sitting there waiting for a fucking taxi and shit. My groceries. Basic self-defense, there's nothing wrong with that. True. It's just fuck, man. I don't like going outside. It's like I got a target on myself or some shit. It's like no matter what I do, I try to stay out of shit. It's like what happens if something would have happened and a cop would have rolled up during that time when that was going on. They would have came and they wouldn't have believed anything I said because they would have pulled up my record and seen that I have fucking pure assaults on my record, and they would have been like, oh yeah, sure, bud, sure. You know what I'm saying? And then they probably look up Buddy's thing, and it'll probably be all drug charges, and be like, oh yeah, sure, you're the violent one. You know? So every time I even get spoken to by a cop, I'm fucking gone. It's just like they hate me. I can't even go near police, even if I'm not doing anything. Even if I'm not even breaking the law, I get scared because of just how much I got harassed growing up. It was like every time they stopped me, asked me my name, I'd be fucking gone. It's like, it's kind of traumatizing, you know? Yeah, I know, it sucks. You'd probably be nailed hard. Yeah, exactly. I know, bro. It sucks when you're like that, man, because they don't believe shit. It's like you're fucking guilty until proven innocent nowadays, bro. That's how it's always been. And I get panic attacks. Yeah, man, I get fucking anxiety attacks, bro. Fucking the doctor and the shrink, they got me on all kinds of shrink anxiety medication, but I don't take the shit. I probably should, because you guys see me sometimes I shake and shit, or when I'm talking, sometimes I get really hyper about the story if the shit starts running through my head too much and I'm like seeing this shit. Yeah, they're like, why is your heart racing? Why are you sweating? Why are you nervous? You doing something wrong? Yeah, I know, like the freaking trolls the other day when I was just telling a story about like something that happened that was like really violent and shit, and I'm reliving it, retelling it, and they're wondering why I'm getting hyper and shit. They're like, oh, is this guy tweaking? Yeah, I'm fucking tweaking, dude. Fucking, I've been clean for 10 years. I'm tweaking. Yeah, that's it. Fuck, I've never even done meth in my life, maybe once. If the shit doesn't even come around Toronto, for fuck's sakes. If it is here, I don't know about it. That shit's fucking rare here. People don't do the meth, they do the crack. Here. And I know in the States it's available, like ready available all the time, but not like that here. That would be hard shit to find here. I ain't fucking... I'm totally sober. I even quit cigarettes like 5 years ago. You guys probably see my liquor cabinet on IG. I got bottles from last birthday, two Christmases ago. Shit like that. I don't even drink them. Fuck, if I was a drug addict, I'd be selling my fucking PS5 in 2 seconds, all my gold and shit like that. That's why people are fucked. They gotta look at somebody and they just, oh, you're a drug addict? Actually think about it. If the guy was a drug addict, he's not gonna have fucking $500 Versace's on. He's not gonna have all this gold on and shit. Because he'd be selling that to the dealer. The dealer would have all that shit. You know what I mean? So when they say they're fucking stupid shit like that, it just blows my mind. It's like, do you not know nothing about drugs? Like, you feel me? It's crazy. Right on, brother. I quit cigs too about 5 years back. Yeah, I did it with a vape pen, like a vape cigarette pen. And I did it sort of like how they do the methadone program. Like, I started off at like a high milligram nicotine, and then I lowered the milligrams all the way down to 0 milligrams, and then I just smoked the non-nicotine, 0 nicotine vape pen for like another month or two for the hand-to-mouth kind of action, like. And then I just ran out of it, and then I stopped. So I still have the vape pen and all that, but I just ended up stopping. And now, if I do smoke a vape pen, it'll be just like one with 0. Like if I'm like socializing, say I go to like a party or something, and everyone's smoking and shit, and I'm tempted to smoke a cigarette, I'll smoke like a vape with no nicotine or some shit like that. Myself. What up, Elijah? What do? The real justice said the people are ignorant that don't know what the hell they're talking about. Like, that's what he means by that. And came to check you out. Oh, thanks, Elijah. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's bad here, man. Why did his comment get held, though, up there? Jessica Blavin. What's up, bro? What's up, Jessica? Thanks for dropping in. We're just having a convo. You can join it. Okay, like I'm flipping not, but I am scared as F of cops. Yeah, I hear ya. Yeah, like they're like, why is your heart racing? Why? Oh, okay, we already read that one. All right, we got everybody's comments read. Yeah, this one here. What was this? Justice. Yeah, I have a tic disorder and have been told I was on meth and shit. Oh, that's why they hate it. Okay, it's okay. He didn't say nothing wrong. All right. I guess because it said shit or meth, they fucking hold it to ask me if it's alright. Because I have it on, um, I don't have it on the most restricted one, but I have it on, like, strict comments. Because those freaking people were saying all kinds of weird stuff that troll wouldn't go away that day. Make sure you subscribe, Elijah. Oh, yeah. Subscribe, Elijah. We're at 300, man. We're doing it. We're growing. 300. We're doing it. Slowly but surely. We're growing, guys. We're growing. Oh, it was hidden. My bad. Okay. Merc, I get super manic and people accuse me of being on drugs when I have outbursts. Yep, I hear you. And you know what? People want to blame everything on drugs. It's like, you know what? Some people just have anxiety problems. Some people just have other things from drugs they used to do in the past. And now they've quit and they're sober, but they still get anxiety and remember their old life and shit. You know what I mean? So sometimes if people are talking about it or doing it or on TV in front of you in a movie, I don't mean doing it in front of you because obviously you're not going to be around those people if you're not on that. But like even in a movie, if they're doing it like crazy in the movie it just keeps going on and on about it, it might even friggin' trigger you or something. So it triggers your brain. You're not going to go out and relapse, hopefully, like I won't, but it still makes me think about the past, you know what I mean? And then I'm like, yeah, but why would I ever want to go back to that? And it wasn't crack for me, it was the oxys. And I'm so glad that I'm not on them no more because my whole life revolved around that shit, man. And if I was like dope sick or something, I wouldn't care. I'd sell these Versace's in a heartbeat. I'd sell my gold bracelet. I'd sell my chain. I wouldn't care. If I was dope sick, I have to get the fucking 80s. But I'm so happy to be off of it for 10 years now, 2012. And I've been out of jail since 2012, except for something happened in 2017 where I didn't do. And I ended up getting arrested for it. And somebody said that I hit them, and I didn't. I hit their truck. So there's a big difference between hitting a person and hitting a truck, especially when you have a record like mine, and it's all assaults, and assault caused bodily harm, assault with a weapon, assault times 2, assault robberies, shit like that is my record, with like two escape custodies and like hundreds of, well, not hundreds, but decades of breaches, like at least 20 breaches of bail recognizances, probations, all that crap, right? So when they see that, it's like they don't believe nothing. They'll just arrest you and it's over. And you got to go to. They don't even let me out on bail. It'll be a show cause hearing, and then you'll have to show cause why you got to get bail. Because it's not like the States where they just offer you a bail with a certain amount of money. You got to prove why you got to get bail. You got to get a surety to freaking bail you out and say they're gonna watch you and this and that. And it's really, really hard for a guy like me to get bail. And last time I tried to do it in 2017, the freaking Crown literally fought it and came in the freaking courtroom with boxes, like literally boxes this big, little paperwork boxes on a dolly. A dolly. Like that you walk for fridges with all the boxes of all my freaking paperwork, and tried to get the judge to freaking look at all this stuff. And the judge is just like, he looked at just the criminal record part of it because of her bringing it, and normally they don't go all out like that. Like it was like a damn trial at the freaking. It wasn't a trial, but it was like the Crown was trying to make it a damn trial over getting bail. It's like, you that freaking badly don't want me to get bail, and I didn't even do this shit. It's about punching a guy that's in a truck. I'm not in the truck. I'm standing outside the truck. And what happened was, I got pissed off. He said he was going to call the police. We're arguing. So I got pissed off and said, oh, you're going to call the police? And I went to grab the phone. But he kind of went like this in the window. So I fucking smacked the rear view mirror on the side of the mirror. And the mirror didn't break. It pushed in. Like you could take the mirror on the side of the one you look out, the rear view. Not the rear view, but the side mirrors. So you know some of them you can move them in like this so that you can get in tighter spots, or you can just fold it in so it don't get broken or something. It folds in and out, right? So all it did was fold in. It didn't even bust. And next thing you know, I go friggin' walking down a couple blocks away, and next thing you know, friggin' cherries pull up and this and that, and they didn't believe anything I said. And then I was just gone, and fucking it took me 6 or 7 months, some shit like that, to actually go to court and work out a deal about how much time I was going to get. And I shouldn't even got any time, but they're like friggin' saying shit like offering me 3 years for a plea deal, this and that. And I'm thinking, what the hell? I didn't even do nothing. I ain't pleading. And then I fired the lawyer, and I got this other lawyer from Toronto, this really good lawyer, this blonde lawyer, right? Because where I was at the time was in GTA, which is like, you can go literally right through an intersection and you're in GTA instead of Toronto, right? At Steeles at Centerpoint Mall there. So if you literally cross the street at the intersection at the light by accident or whatever to go to the gas station to get a slushie or something, you're in freaking GTA. You're not going to Toronto jails. You're going to be going somewhere else. So anyway, that's why I was there and this and that. So I get this Toronto lawyer, this blonde, and I fire this guy because my friend tells me this blonde lady, she's really, really good, right? And this blonde lady went all out for me, man. She freaking worked for me. She told them all about all kinds of, like, anxieties and this and that, and, like, how much time I've done, and used it as a good thing in my favor, saying he's done all this time, and he's been out of trouble for all this time. That he's changed his life around and all this, and, well, I still ended up getting fucking 6-7 months out of the deal, so... I had to still sit there and fucking rot in there until I went to court and got a deal worked out. And she got a deal worked out, though, from 3 years down to 6 months, 7 months. That was fucking amazing. I couldn't believe it. And I was so thankful. And the 6-7 months or whatever, time and a half or whatever you want to call it, because it's dead time before court, you can get time and a half sometimes. But not 2 for 1 no more. But I don't know if that's how I got the time served or what, but that's that last time I was ever in there. The last time I was ever in there was actually probably the best time I was ever in there, because it was an all-white jail they sent me to. Not anything against the brothers that I did time with and shit in the city. Just basically was running the pod, right? So it was pretty cool because I came in the jail on the pod, and I got in a beef with the guy running the pod. And then shit happened, and I explained it on my channel and shit about B Block. And then so me and Bones went to the hole, and I came to D Block, and I already knew Pork Chop. I already knew some other guy that was yelling out of the cell as soon as I walked on the block. He starts yelling, "Hey, yo, aren't you the guy that was fighting all the cops at the courthouse, and they took like 5 cops to get you to the ground to try to get your rings off?" And I'm like, yeah. That's why I was in the hole and shit, too, when I first got to jail, because I didn't want to let them take my rings off, because my dad passed away, and it was, like, my dad's ring that he passed down to me. And I was like, every time I come to these jails, they freaking steal my shit. I get out a year or 2 later, or however much time later, and they don't have my stuff when I pick up my property. My ID's gone, my shoes are gone. Like, is it reconnecting? Okay. Yo, I forgot to do a drip check, though. So we got the, Blue Jays 5950 cap with the Versace's, with the this is Echo. It says sneakers ruined my life. I think it's really funny, with the Rockaware jeans and the red shoes. Wait. There. Because we do that every time, right? You guys like the drip checks, you guys said, right? Well, a few of you guys said you like the drip check. Okay, yeah, just easier. Okay, what's this? Oh, shitty. They used to do double time. Yeah, man, that's how I got a lot of my time in. That's why it actually says on paper that I did like friggin' way more years than I actually did, dude. Uh, it basically says double the amount of years that I tell you guys that I did on paperwork. Like on paper, it'll be like he did freaking X amount of years, but I'll only done like 2 years, and it'll say I did 4 years or whatever the hell, right? That's why a lot of times I didn't end up going to the pen, because by the time I went to court and went to freaking trial, it would end up being, oh, you got time served. This is how much time they want, and you got that much time in. So I'd be wanting to get out of jail, so I'd just be like, all right, fine, I'll plead guilty then. You know what I mean? And that's how I got this huge record, because I used to have these dump truck lawyers when I was young and stupid and didn't know nothing about the system. So anyone that's young and listening to this in the future, or even people that just don't know the system well, make sure you know what your lawyer's up to, man, because some lawyers will just dump truck on purpose to do a deal with the crown. Like, oh, we're going to give you this guy, and then next time you give us this one. They do deals like that, man. Why is it doing that? I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know why it keeps doing that. It goes reconnecting. Okay, I'm going to read some of your comments. Justin says, I just don't like acid talk. Okay, for real. Oh, I love it, lol. Prob, cause acid is what changed me for the better. Got me off benzos, trouble, etc. lol. Okay. But no worries, it lagged. Yeah, I know. I was worried there that it was gonna go totally off. Uh, Unless it's doing something beneficial like shrooms, lol. Same. Or weed. I don't consider those drugs, though, necessarily, more like tools. That's sick. Okay, there. I think I caught up. Merc, whenever people talk drugs, I just leave the conversation. Yeah. That's a good choice. Same when I went to jail, whites were running it. I'm in California. Okay. Well, most of the time, 90% of the time, where I'm from, it's the blacks, Jamaicans running the jails. So it's a little bit of a switch. It was a little bit of a culture shock to me, actually. Oh shit, they used to do double time. Yeah, I talk about that a lot on this channel. At the beginning of my channel, at the first few videos, when you see my backstory and all that. When I talk about like my, I guess my childhood and my past and stuff like that. If you guys like those videos, let me know, because I like those videos too, Tom. What are you saying, guys? What are you saying? I talk. Good to see you here, brother. Thanks for the support, man. Appreciate that. That means a lot. Yo, likewise, bro. We all need someone sometime. That's for real. That's 100% true. I think I'm gonna turn this off. I think maybe the PS5 is taking all the bandwidth. I'm gonna turn this off. Boom, turn off. There we go, it's turned off. So maybe that'll help with the lag. Because I was trying to watch the chat on the TV through the PS5, but I think the PS5 was snatching up all the bandwidth from the cell phone. Because I can only go live on my cell phone, guys, because of the graphics. Like, they're 1080p on my cell phone here. But when I go on this computer on my PC, it becomes 720p, because this camera's only 720p that I have. I gotta get a better one eventually. Turning TV right off. It's a smart TV. Yeah, turn the TV off for that. Yo. Stop.
turn off the internet off the computer.
Okay, there. There was other people on internet, so I got everyone off the internet now. So hopefully that's gonna stop the lag. Because we had the PS5 on, and then the bedroom TV was on also, with a movie on. So I turned everything off. Because we can't be having that happen. It's only every Saturday, man. We only have 3 hours together a week, man. Because on the episodes that I upload on Wednesdays, I don't get to see you guys, man. I just get a comment. Like, I'll go in the comments and answer you guys, but it's not the same as talking to you guys, like, live, face-to-face, you know? Or not face-to-face, but you know what I'm saying. Like in real lifetime comment. Okay, so I see you're doing your thing. Oh, my God. There. I apologize, you guys. I really do. Thank you for sticking around. I really appreciate it. I would do this. Oh, man. This is killing me. It's killing us here. It never did this before. I don't understand. It didn't do this for the last 7 weeks. So if people are going to leave or whatever, just smash the like on the way out, guys. I'm sorry. I understand if you leave, man. I really do. But if you stay, I appreciate it too. I don't know. Maybe if I hold it like this. Okay, so we have a live coming, or not a live, sorry, I'm getting confused. The story tomorrow is going to be with an interview with Harvey Talks Prison, okay? I have an interview lined up with him already. I've already done the interview, and it's set to go live tomorrow at 9 a.m. So, at least me and some broken misfits will be. Thank you. What up, everyone? Yo, what up, Parker? Oh yeah, I forgot. Sorry, Justin. Here, bro. I made you a mod, Justin. I forgot to do that. And there's more people here too that we're supposed to, that have been here more than once, that come all the time. The message is held. See, that kind of messages I don't care about. It's the ones that are like real ignorant and nasty and going after the people in the comments or going after me. I don't really care, as long as like if I do tell them to stop and they just keep doing it, then I just tell you guys just to put them in a timeout. But I haven't had anything like that happen last week. Jessica, I think that's your first time here. Thanks for showing up. If you keep coming, you'll get a wrench. Because the more we get to know you guys, I want to give you people a wrench who I know, who come often, who comment and talk to me often. Because then I get to know you, and then I know, okay, these people come often. And then I know that if they're new people, they don't have a wrench. That's kind of how I'm doing it right now, so I get to know everybody. But yeah, I went hard this week. I got interview for Friday, and then the live Saturday, and then you guys got an interview tomorrow with Harvey. Harvey Speaks Prison, and it's a really good interview. It turned out really well. He's done 29 years in the Faro Pen in the States, and he's a good guy. He has a channel as well. It's called Harvey Talks Prison, obviously. And yeah, man, it's gonna be good. Okay, I think if I missed any of your comments, guys, I'm sorry, but yeah, I used to trade hella shit for the black tar. Oh my god. God, we got a lot of freaking ex-recovering addicts, bro. Just kind of calm down with the drug talk. It's okay to say a couple things, but every comment now is getting worse and worse with the drug talk. We're not here to worry about that crap. All of us are recovered, man. None of us do drugs here, so you need to start stopping by our lives and promoting your show, bro. Okay. Alright. I will. You guys want to have me on your little whatchamacallits, I guess? Where there's a bunch of people there. I just don't want to argue, man. I don't want to. I don't want to be like. I got no time for drama and shit. But I know you guys don't do that to me. But just I didn't want to get in the middle of you guys all drama shit going on. Because you guys are my friends on this side, and then I'm good friends with Cuzzo too, right? So it's like I don't want to fucking get involved. You know what I'm saying? No, I know that. I know that. I know you don't, bro. I'm not talking about that drama. I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. You don't even have to bring it up. Right? You guys know exactly what I'm talking about, so we don't even have to talk about it. You guys know what I'm talking about. That's why remember when I first met you guys, that's why I said I don't freestyle battle, remember? Because it always leads to bullshit. Like when we used to freestyle battle in the city, someone would get shanked, homie. Like the loser couldn't take it, you know what I'm saying? The loser would get butt hurt, if you know what I mean. Like, and it's dangerous, bro. Like at Jaguar Club and shit, in different places, it was just like everything was supposed to be all fun and this and that. And then next thing you know, people would say certain things in the freestyles and this and that. Next thing you know, everyone's leaving the club at the night and people are getting shanked. Or people are getting shanked right in the club at Jaguar Club that one time. I was just like, holy shit, I'm never coming back here to freestyle again. And ever since then, I haven't really freestyled except for at a couple parties. Like a few of my friends out on Woodbine had a farmhouse and there was a big bonfire and stuff. And they pulled their cars up with like subwoofers and stuff and had the music going like crazy. And then I was like freestyling for the party and stuff around the fire. That was like 5 years back or so. Because like when I get the alcohol in me, I can't help it. I just start going off with the freestyles, bro. But I don't drink no more. So it's like the freestyling ability comes with the liquor, you know? I guess. I don't know what the hell. And I just like, I'm making songs right now, you know what I'm saying? I feel like me trying to go somewhere and rap or freestyle is kind of lowering my, I don't know how to explain it. It lowers, the more you go on and just do little crap that is nothing, will lower your value. You know what I'm saying? Than if you just put out like a song and just leave that at that. Like I did, I put out one song. It hasn't gone like anywhere really, but I have a song at least. You know what I'm saying? And I want to get an album cover for it so it looks more like a single instead of just having the computer there. I'm eventually going to change the beat and get a real producer to put a real beat on it. And the lyrics are fire. I've heard of handful of ciphers gone bad. It's going to sideways when they start touching and getting too close. I used to bust freestyles at 4 a.m. all trashed, waking up the fam. Laugh out loud, nothing gets me freestyling better than a bottle of Henny. Yo, that's funny. Glad those days are gone. Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you. Now, I don't like to drink, bro. I don't drink anymore. I got bottles and bottles. I got Alizé, Henny, other stuff, Fireball whiskeys. I got all kinds of stuff in the cabinet there. I don't drink. People buy me bottles for Christmas or birthdays and shit. I just toss them in the liquor cabinet in case anyone comes over, a good friend or a good homie comes over and they drink. I'll pour them a fucking whiskey or some shit. You know what I mean? I don't care if other people drink around me. It doesn't bother me. Some people that stop drinking can't have anyone drinking around them. But me, it was never really a problem with the drinking. You see? Me, it was more like a problem with the oxys, man. Because my dad was in a wheelchair and shit, and he had the oxys coming out the ass like crazy, and fucking he used to get me to go run them into all these guys for him and shit when I was a kid. And then fucking one day I convinced him, instead of paying me cash, to do it, to pay me in pills, because I would sell them and get more money and this and that, and lied to him and ended up doing the fucking pills because that was my plan the whole time. And so I wanted to see what they were, what he was doing, and fucking ended up screwing me up and ended up being on them for like 5 years. Fuck. It was the worst shit I ever took. And I'm so glad to be off of it, man. Because, honest to God, you'll sell everything you have to get that shit, man. Because you just want to be better. You don't want to be sick. And so you don't give a shit, man. You'll fucking sell your damn t-shirt off your back, bro. You know? Same thing with crackheads, though. They'll sell you anything. Crack makes people do the same shit. Crack will make people rob their own mother. But anyway, we're not going to talk about that shit. We're going to talk about whatever else you guys want to talk about. Props to you, bro. Oxy addiction is no joke. Yeah, I know, bro. It's hard to get off of. Anyone that does, it's a miracle. It's almost like a miracle coming back from that shit, bro. I swear. Anyone that recovers from that and actually does it and stays off of it, like I have for 10 fucking years, without relapsing once, then it's a fucking miracle. And it's really hard to come out of the brinks of the devil's fucking grips, bro. And people that do the rock, I call that sucking the devil's dick. So if you're out there smoking rock, you're sucking the devil's cock. I hope you know that. Sorry. But it's true. Info, crackheads will sell you dirt in a jar. Yeah, I can't believe I would ever stop snorting Roxy 15s and then 30s. Yeah, I know. The States in the Canada's different because one time one dude came up from the States and this dude had red ones that were 100 milligram oxys, and I was like, nah, this guy, you're lying, you're trying to rip me off or something, because I knew everything about them. I knew there was 10s that were white, 20s were pink, yellows were 40s, and 80s were like blue, greenish monsters or whatever, called them monsters. And then this guy came with 100 milligram red one, the same size as an 80, and I was like, never seen this shit in my life. He goes, that's because I'm from the States. This is what we have in the States. We don't get them in 40s and 80s. We get them in 50s and 100. I'm like, what? And anyway, I didn't believe him, so I told him, give me a couple of them first. I want to try these shits first, right? So anyway, I fucking take it, and I didn't believe this guy. I didn't believe nothing. I didn't believe this shit. Trust me, I didn't believe it. I took it and I tried it, and I was like, I was instantly better. I was better. I had the 100 on it. It had the CDN on the back that the 80 had, CDN, OxyContin. It had the CDN, remember? Before they changed it to the Neos. When they changed it to the Neos, it was all gummy and shit. You couldn't snort it no more. It was like chewy. You couldn't get the cap off it or whatever the hell it is, time release. So that's when I quit. I quit then when it became the Neos. Because you couldn't even get high no more, bro. What the hell's the point? What are you going to do? Just swallow it? You're not going to snort? What the fuck's the point anymore? You know what I mean? So I just quit because I didn't like those Neos and shit. I was hearing that even people that were swallowing them was getting their guts fucking swollen out, busted out, because the things were like, they put something in them to make them not be able to cook down or snort or nothing. So they were like, got something in them that made it expand and shit in your gut, I heard. I don't know. I got off the shit. I know lots of people, though, that died from that shit. Lots of fucking homies and family that died from that, man. Sounds like a morphine. No, I know what morphine is. It wasn't a peach or a grape or a fucking red rocket or nothing like that. It wasn't a hydromorphone. I know everything about opiates, bro. Trust me. I fucking... That opiate was my life for 5 years, and I knew everything that there was about it until I seen that shits, and I didn't believe them. Trust me, I didn't believe them. But when you go and take the shits and it says oxy, and, well, it doesn't say oxy, but it says the thing that it's supposed to say, like how a perk says tech on it in Canada. You know it's a damn perk because it says tech and it's got a line on the back. You know what I mean? Well, there's certain things that it would say CDN. I knew all about it because I used to write my own scripts and shit for 80s, right? Told you guys that on the channel before. I used to go in with a script every month and cash it as if I actually had a legit script from a doctor. Because I had his notepad and I knew how to sign the fucking codes and sign the signature, and I would go do it when the office was closed, right? So the lady would never question it. She would just, and I would come back the next month on the same date and they'd just hand them to me. And I'd be like, yeah. And then I got greedier and greedier, and I started going to other places and started doing it all the time, and then I even got greedier, and I went back the next day and then said that I got an extra script for 40s, and that's when she got suspicious, and then that's what came to an end of it all. See, it's never enough. See, free $4,000 a month, and I'm still not freaking happy. I gotta get more and more and more. That's what happens when you're in that life, bro. I couldn't just sit back and be happy with 90 pills every month, which was $4,000 pretty much, because they were $40 a pill, right? So it was like, it was making me rich at the time. It was making me healthy because I needed it to be healthy. And it was also killing me, right? At the same time. And getting more and more addicted every day. And the more and more you do, the more and more you need. I think at the end of my addiction, I was up to like 10 fucking Oxy 80s a day or some shit. Where if I would do like 10 Oxy 80s at like say midnight or 2 in the morning and pass out, wake up at 7 or 8 in the morning and be fucking sick, homie. That's fucking sick in the head. Because I slept it off, so now I wake up and I feel like, oh shit, I need something now. And then it's in your mind and shit. By the end of that day, I'd be fucking sick again. And meanwhile, it's like a constant battle with yourself to try to not be sick. It's just a never-ending story, bro. It's not good. It's not fun. I don't know why. I know why people do it once they get hooked, because they need to, but it's not a fun thing. It's not social. You can never have enough. Right, exactly. You can never have enough, bro. It's not good, man. So all you youngins out there, don't be doing drugs, man. You'll end up it'll just lead to jail or death. Trust me. That's same with fucking selling it too. Don't think you can just sell it and this and that. Because you're either going to end up trying your own shit, or you're going to get busted eventually and lose everything you have. Everything you work hard for. So you might as well just spend that same amount of time doing something legal and getting legal money, and then you'd be able to keep it. Instead of going to jail for fucking 5-10 years and then getting out and having to start over. Well, if you even worked at McDonald's for that amount of time, you would have probably had the same amount of money and been able to keep it. Just look at it that way. You know what I mean? That's some good advice right there. Some freebie advice. I'm going to go back up and read all the comments again. Except for the drug ones. Yep, Canadian. The glass dick. Oh my god. No, they have. No, they don't have. Okay. Whatever you say. I'm a jump off for about 5 to 10. Yeah. Never heard of. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Merc. We're done with that talk, bro. Okay, what do anyone else want to talk about, man? I don't want to talk about that anymore. It's bugging people. And I think I got the point across to the young ones and the ones that are still struggling. Some messages such as all messages are invisible. That's what I want. I got ripped off by the manager last legit job I had. You a sports fan? If so, favorite teams? Yeah, I liked football. San Francisco 49ers was one of my favorite teams back in the day when Jerry Rice and Steve Young was the quarterback and Jerry Rice was the wide receiver. That was my favorite favorite quarterback and wide receiver duo. But I also liked Dallas Cowboys when they had Troy Aikman as the quarterback with Emmitt Smith and Deion Sanders, I think his name is. His last name is Sanders. And then they had Emmitt Smith as number 22, the running back. I used to like them too. They were a really good team. I used to use them on NFL Blitz, the game on 64, and play that and gamble against my homie. And we'd have tournaments, right? We'd set up tournaments, like a tournament style, where you'd have 4 or 5 teams that you'd pick, and then those teams would go against those, and it would be like a tournament style thing. And whoever won the tournament, we'd put like $20 in each or something, and it would take the entire day. And it was fun, bro. It was like we're playing for something, you know what I mean? Instead of just playing for giggles and shits. We were just kids, but we didn't like to play anything for free. We were gamblers. We'd gamble our CDs and shit. Play poker for our hip hop CDs as poker chips. We had I had a black binder full of CDs that I would collect from selling dimes and shit at school. I spent my profit on CDs at the HMV, right? DMX, Method Man, you know, all that. Nas, Jay-Z, all that good shit back in the day. And I buy all those CDs. And then my boy Mike would have his that he would have too, right? Because he did the same shit I did. He is a trapper too. And then so he was like, he was 2 years older than me, right? So we'd be gambling all the time. Me and him going back and forth to try to see who's better and shit. Always trying to up one each other. Like always trying to dress drippier than one another. Always trying to get the better girls than one another. Always trying to see who fucked more girls than one another. Who could fuck more girls in one night at a party. Who could do all kinds of shit. Me and him used to always try to one up each other. You feel me? And that's the guy you see in the red shirt beside me. And I'm in the red shirt when we're kids. In the IG. Where I'm pissed drunk standing there. And you can see he's pissed drunk. I think we were freestyling right at that exact time when they took the picture, I think. Or we just finished. Because in one of the pictures you see my mouth like moving. How are you doing, Irish? What new Mickey? What new Mickey? Yeah, it's Mike Keeves, but okay. Yeah, I'm doing good, bro. Yeah, I got clovers all over my hands, so you can call me Irish if you want, but my name is Eddie or Mike Keys, or yeah, either Eddie, Mike Keys, or I guess you can call me Mickey because that is my real name, but nobody usually calls me that. But I don't really give a shit. Whatever the fans want to call me, man. Jerry Cullen. What up, Jerry Cullen? You seem like a good guy. I like your little Irish clover thing. Harvey Talks Prison. Yo, what up, bro? I was just advertising your thing. So yeah, everybody, this is the guy right here that I did an interview with that's coming out tomorrow at 9 a.m. Okay? He's a really good dude. He's done 29 years in prison. He has a great story. So please come watch the interview tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Okay? It's going to be out tomorrow morning at 9. Okay? Thank you. Toronto time, New York time. So what's up, Harvey? How have you been? Okay. We just had a lot of different YouTubers in here tonight. That's cool. That's good. Good to hear it, bro. I had a hell of a time at the beginning of this live. It just kept going laggy, laggy, laggy. It was like, damn, this is killing me, man. So I went on around and I shut off the PS5. I shut off a few things and knock on wood, but it seems to be worked. Seems to have worked. Just spend like 4 hours in the CR. Car. Okay. I was going to say, what's the CR? I thought you were CR. I was thinking like emergency room, but no. Yo, this is... Oh, I forgot. I was going to say this. Yeah, 4 hours in the car. Why? That must have been a long drive, bro. I hate long drives like that, man. I get hypnotized by the yellow lines, bro. When you're just driving on when you're stopping at red lights and going and driving in a city, it's different. When you're on the highway just going straight and there's no other traffic around you and you're just going straight and you're hypnotized by the line and you just see the yellow line and you just... that shit scares me. So I start falling asleep. So I put the music on, I'll freaking put my head out the window or something to wake up. I used to do 3.5 hour drives too. Like for people.
and it was a far drive. And sometimes it'd be in the middle of a snowstorm because it was up north. And I have to drive from Toronto to North Bay. It's like a three and a half, sometimes 4 hour drive, depending on the weather and traffic, right? Quickest I've ever done it was 3 hours, and I was going like $1.50 the whole way, and I will never do that again. That was stupid, and there was no traffic, and there was no one. I was in a rush, but anyway, the average time is 3.5 to 4 hours, and the snowstorms would get so bad in North Bay that I wouldn't even be able to see the road in front of me. It would just be a whiteout, and I wouldn't even be able to see anything. I wouldn't be able to see the road. I can't see cars, except for like lights in the distance, like right through the fog. And oh man, that's so dangerous. I would just sit there and go like 5-10 clicks, man, until I can see again. You know, that's all you got to do. Or I would sometimes even pull over at like Huntsville at the Walmart, and then go get some McDonald's or something. Or go get something, a drink or something from Walmart. And try to wait it out for like an hour or so to see if it gets better. But one time I drove right through it though, man. I couldn't believe I made it. I was just like, I got home and I was like, damn, that was a bad storm, man. I don't like driving in them kind of storms. But I was getting paid to do it. But anyway, this is what I was watching. This is wicked. I remember I seen this like years ago, obviously, because I bought this DVD, 10 years ago? When I first friggin' started getting out and collecting DVDs. When they were still people watching these before like all those streaming channels and shit. But this was sick, bro. In Boston. If anyone's ever seen this is sick. If you haven't seen it, you gotta go see this, bro. It's they rob an armored truck. It's with Ben Affleck and everything. They go in a rob an armored truck, and they're like from the projects and projects in Boston. Yeah, it's a really good movie, man. Yeah, I enjoyed watching it again. I hadn't seen it for many years. I love these I had in the Dead President masks and the nun masks. That's classic, man. That got 50 Cent in it by chance. Oh, yeah? That's cool. That's cool. I know 50 Cent is in a lot of movies, man. I love 50 Cent, right? Back then when I was growing up, I used to listen to 50. And I think he's so smart and shit business-wise. I look up to the guy. He's such a smart individual when it comes to entrepreneur and business and stuff. If you read his book or anything, the way he speaks and shit is just intelligent. And the music is just fire. Well, the first thing, Get Rich, Die Tryin' movie and the Get Rich, Die Tryin' soundtrack was fire. That's the one I'm speaking of. Beg for Mercy was fire. And the first G-Unit album was fire. The Lloyd Banks I'm So Fly album was fire. Or not I'm So Fly album. We Hungry for More. But with the song I'm So Fly on it, that was a sick album too. I still have those CDs, man. But yo, 50's in like 8 different movies. I have a lot of movies that 50's in. With Robert De Niro and Al Pacino. He's got a lot of good roles with big actors too. I couldn't believe it. After that Get Rich, Die Tryin' movie, he blew up in the acting field. Started doing all kinds of movies. Is Get Rich or Die Tryin' based on 50 Cent's life story? It's how can I say this? It's loosely based on his life story, which means some of the stuff is facts from his life story and some of it is not. So you kind of have to do your research to find out what's real and what isn't, right? Like the getting shot 9 times in all that's real, right? A lot of that's real, but a lot of it isn't, right? Because it's like, when they say based on a true story, it means they know the true story, so they base the movie around the true story. and then they fill in the gaps what they don't know. You feel me? So that's kind of how it is. That's how it works. Me, if I did my life story, I would have to be involved every step of the way, because I wouldn't want them doing anything what they did on my freaking, what they did with a documentary when I was a kid, when someone got hurt real bad with my gang or my crew, whatever you want to call it, when you're a little kid and you do bad shit and y'all wear the same color. Anyway, this kid got put in a wheelchair, okay? And it wasn't even anything to do with me. But because of my reputation, and I was part of the crew, which they called the Red Hat crew, or Red Hat gang, the news called us, or whatever the frig they wanted to call us. It was all lies anyway. And that's why I won't even acknowledge the documentary, because the whole thing is made up lies. They didn't ask any of the other people on this side about any of it. All they did was just flabbergasted the whole situation, because his dad was the mayor of the certain town that it happened in. What the real truth was, the kid owed 2 pounds of mushrooms to some Jane and Finch cakes. Oh my god. Did you guys hear any of that? I guess not, right? What was the documentary? Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not telling anybody. If I wanted people to know, I would have told you guys right away on the channel when I started it. But what I'm telling you is the whole thing is fucking lies, bro. It's fucking disgusting how much they lie in the documentary, okay? So that's why I don't even acknowledge it. It's not even me. They just put a little blonde-haired kid in there. They fucking talk all kinds of nasty, dirty shit about my mother, this and that, and the third. So I don't even acknowledge that thing, because they don't even fucking say anything that's true in it. I didn't see one piece of truth in that at all. So I was just like, that ain't us, that ain't me, so I don't know. But anyway, yeah, that's what happened. The kid got caught spray painting, I guess, something on a wall and shit. He was spray painting. This is the allegations that they said, that he was spray painting on a wall. And this is like 25 years ago. Okay, so he's spray painting on a wall, supposedly, that said that he owed money to these guys for shrooms that wore red, that were like buds, and he was spray painting on the wall. I guess they were looking for the money, asking him for the money for a long time, trying to hunt this guy down, and he had taken off. And then they caught up to him, and when they did catch up to him, he was literally spray painting on a wall, fuck the bloods, like basically wrote that and said that basically he's not paying them. So, and then he X'd out it, like he did like as if he banged out, he marked it out like the bloods, saying fuck the bloods, and marked it out with an X, and then he wrote some Crip shit that didn't exist. He tried to make it look like it was somebody that it wasn't, because the shit didn't even exist what he wrote. He wrote Temple Night Crip, supposedly, which didn't exist, to try to make it look like they did it, but he got caught red-handed doing it, right? On the people's freaking building, okay? And then his dad was the mayor, so they flabbergasted this whole shit concoction to get everybody sent away for a long period of time. And there was about 5 or 6 guys involved. I was only 12 years old at the time when it happened. The other guys were 16, 15, 14. So those guys went to jail, the older men, or the older guys. And I went to Tyack, which was a JIT camp, or not a JIT camp, but a JIT jail. And that's the story. That's about it. One day, maybe, when I hit 1,000 subs or whatever, maybe one day, if I blow up and fucking get rich and get a huge bag and don't care about anything anymore, about my image, because that shit'll make me look so bad, and my mother so bad, my family looks so bad. Well, no, just me and my mom, but that it's just not even worth talking about. But yeah, maybe one day I'll stoop to that level. I don't know. Until then, I don't think I will. But you guys basically just heard everything about it anyway. If you guys watch that shit, it's just all lies and shit anyways, so. And then his girlfriend, Jen Mitchell, ended up fucking one of the older guys that did it. One of the twins. Or one of the older guys that fucked his girlfriend, did it. When I said did it, I mean that did it, like did her type shit. She left him while he was in a wheelchair, dude. And for the guy that did it, for the guy that beat him up, like one of the guys, supposedly allegations, like it's all allegations because none of that shit is true. Still to this day, 25 years later, I'm still saying it was not true. Because this kid freaking is like handicapped and shit for life, bro. This shit wasn't anything to do with me. But because I wore the red hats with these guys and shit, and we were all like together all the time, they just kind of put it on all 6 of us. Even though I was only 12 years old and I wasn't even there when it happened. Like, if it even happened, who knows what this guy was involved with. Anyways, what's the name of the documentary? I Call Jit Camp Juvie or just jail. If you want to do research and find out, you can do that, but I'm not telling you, man. Sorry. I just told you how bad it makes my mom look. It talks a whole bunch of dirty trash about my mother. I don't want all my subscribers hearing this stuff, and none of it's true, so why would I want anyone hearing that? I just told you guys my version. What, do you not fucking believe me? If you don't believe me, then fuck, go look it up. You'll fucking find it. Do the math, do the research, use your fucking brain, you'll find it. Feel me? Everything I just told you, you should be able to fucking look it up, right? Look up fucking everything I told you. Kid fucking in a wheelchair, blah, blah, blah. Documentary, blah, blah, blah. Kid's dad's the mayor, blah, blah, blah. Fucking Bloods, blah, blah, blah. Fucking stomped him out and made him fucking in a wheelchair. Fucking blah, blah, blah. Kids spray painting Crips on the building, fucking out Bloods. It's all over the fucking news and shit. You can't hide it. So go look it up. Isn't that against the law to show youth faces when it comes? Yeah, it wasn't my faces though. The documentary doesn't have me in it. It's some little fucking blonde kid playing me. Some blonde mother playing my mother. You feel me? It's disgusting what they fucking did, man. Yeah, it is. It's gross. And they made everybody in there in this little documentary shit is not the people. They got like all these little fucking actors and actresses, so I don't even know how they call it a documentary, man. It's fucking disgusting. The only reason they got away with this shit is because his dad was the fucking mayor. That's why. But he should have known what his son was involved in. And they made it look like, oh, he wasn't a drug dealer. He was a fucking drug dealer. Like, come on. They made it look like he was this little goody two-shoes, fucking straight-A student. And these guys were just fucking bullies that didn't like him. Like, give me a fucking break. You owed $4,000 for 2 pounds of mushrooms. You're a fucking shroom dealer. Getting fucking spots and shit all the time. Paying people back. Getting more. Paying them back for God knows how long. And then just took off one time. And didn't come back. What, you think these guys aren't going to look for you? I don't know. That's the bottom line. That's the truth. Okay? And then he got caught doing something he shouldn't have been doing with spray paint on their... he goes to the people's buildings that he's fucking owes and spray paints on their building. Fuck you. Basically saying, I'm not paying you. So, in my mind, he kind of got what he deserved. But I don't feel sorry for this kid. And years later, I think he ended up fucking walking again after like 5-6 years of rehabilitation. I think he walks to this day now. Not like great, but he walks and shit now. At first, he was in a coma for like almost a year. Okay? And then he came out of the coma, a miracle, because everyone was going to get charged with fucking murder. If he didn't come out of the coma and he ended up dying. I don't know why I even brought it up, guys. Sorry. I shouldn't even have mentioned it. I don't even know how that got on my brain anyway. I think I'll just... After this live, I'm going to erase this part of the video. Because I don't want all kinds of people going watching this shit and asking me about it and shit. Kind of like the Barefoot Bandit documentary. They had actors and actresses with animated reenactments. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, bro. Sounds like that kid guy is a numpty. Mm-hmm. His dad's even worse. His dad's a fucking weirdo. His dad fucking even knew it because one of his friends even told the dad, and the dad still wouldn't fucking believe it. And just I don't know, man. It was so long ago and shit. It's just, man, the way that they made my mom sound is just that's what I care about. I don't care what they made me sound like, but like they made my mom sound like she was like the biggest piece of trash, worst mother on earth. You know? So it's something really, really embarrassing. You know what I mean? I'm sure anyone can look it up, but just with whatever information I gave you, that's enough probably to find it if you really wanted to. Might take you a little bit of research, a day or two, but you'll end up finding it. The same town that it happened in is the same town that I told you guys had a bunch of fake bloods. These fucking, what the name of the town was, Bloods. And a bunch of my homies came up from Jane and Finch and found these guys that are claiming this shit at a fair, like a big fair that they have at a malls, and took all their bandanas and stripped them of their bandanas and shit and told them that they're not that. And then they started wearing yellow bandanas, calling themselves TC. So, good. Because you guys ain't that. Because none of those were even in that town. You feel me? This was like a town up in York Region. So there, you got a little more info. It's in York Region where it happened, okay? Not Toronto, so don't look it up in Toronto. It's York Region. York Region cops fucking hated me, man. That's why I did all the time in Lindsay. Fuck, I hate Lindsay. I fucking hate Lindsay Jail. Lindsay Jail is in the swamp. It's fucking sinking. It's so stinky, musty, like wet smell, like must, like moldy. They definitely didn't show the reality of a drug addict within their mind. No, I feel like they portray drugs on TV to seem worse than they are. Nah, man, drugs are worse in real life than they portray on TV, I think. They glorify it on TV and make it seem like it's all cool and fun to kids. And that nothing will happen and it's just this big fucking woo-hoo-hoo party and this and that. But it ain't. It's nothing but misery and downfall and dirtiness and not showering for months and months on end, some of these people that get addicted. Like, you feel me? I've seen guys that I used to trap to and shit would come to me, get something when I was, say, 15, 16, 18 times, 19, 20. These guys would come to me, I'd serve them. They'd come back fucking, honestly, the next day, a month later, they'd come back still wearing the same fucking clothes, bro, and they haven't even showered. Feel me? It's like, it makes you stop eating, showering, it'll turn you into a shell of yourself. You won't recognize yourself. Put it that way. It's bad news. The TV makes it look innocent, and it's not. I think the TV should do more to scare the kids. Did you ever hear of Fang? He passed in 2014. If so, we'll chat later. Fang. Nah. So, I know someone named Sumnang. But not no Fang. No. I don't believe I do. Where is this guy from? You know? Give me a better idea, because sometimes I might know somebody and I end up saying I don't. Because when people ask me names, I don't even really like saying, you know this one, do you know that one? Because 90% of the time the people know me and I don't know them. And I don't like that shit, because I'm an easy person to remember. When you meet me, you'll remember meeting me. You feel me? But me, I've met so many freaking people in jail and on the streets. It's like it's too much. It's like overload, brain overload, where it forgets people. But then I'll see them and I'll be like, oh shit, yeah, 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 you know, like that. Like the other day, I was walking down the street, and all of a sudden I'm walking and I see this big black guy walking, and he's staring at me, and he's got this big huge gap in between his teeth, like how I have a little tiny gap there. His gap is like this, right? And I was like, I walked by him. We get about maybe a block from each other, and I turn around and I go, "Shit, I think that's Renan." And then he goes, "Yo," and he turns around and I'm like, "Yo, Renan," and he's like, "Yo," and then we both walked up to each other and like dapping each other up, giving each other a hug and shit, and like I remembered him because I hadn't seen him for 20 years, bro. You feel me? And this was one of my good friends back in the day. So it's kind of like I know a lot of people, but then I forget, you know? It's hard to remember everyone, man. Especially when you don't see people for 20 years and shit. You end up forgetting. You only really remember the real close ones. Like, but then as soon as I seen Renan, I was like, oh shit, yeah, because me and Renan were in TAC together, shit like that. Because when I was, I think like in grade 9, he was like 18 or some shit like that. And my best friend Mike, I told you about, was 16. And I was 14. Because they were 2 years older than me, Mike was. And then his homies were 2 years older than him. So that's how I knew all these guys. Like, I was hanging out with 18-year-olds and shit. And I'd go in their backseat of their cars and just hang out. And think I'm cool at lunchtime and shit. Because I'm in grade 9 and I'm in the car. He middle-aged white dude from my parts. But he lived Jane and Finch area his end years. Okay. Yeah, I knew you meant Jane and Finch, but I just meant like if you knew where, like up top, down bottom, connections, Eddystone. I don't know. If you know maybe where, then I would kind of recognize more. But I don't recognize that name though, to tell you the truth. Ottawa. Destroying. What are you destroying? Don't be destroying anything. Yo, we got 14 likes. Everybody, smack the like button if you haven't already. Get it up to 20, please. That would be amazing. I usually only say to do 10, but since it's at 14, let's do it. Let's try for 6 more if we can. Yeah, it's been 4 years since me and one of my friends seen each other face to face, but we still text each other sometimes. That's good, bro. It's always good to keep in touch with your close ones, you know, your day ones. I still keep in touch with all my day ones and shit. Even though I don't go down to Jane and Finch to the block like every day and stuff anymore, I still pop in and tap in once in a while, you know what I mean? I'll go down to the block once in a while, whatever. And I stay on the phone calls, talk to them and shit. Talk to all my older homies. Like, because I grew up with all the older homies. You know what I'm saying? So all my friends are like older than me. You know? So all my friends are like grown men now. Got any good jail stories? Yeah, I do. I tell them every Wednesday. Go check them out. There's 70 of them on the channel. Fuck. Run it up, ladies and gents. Yeah, run it up the like, bro. Carbide Chief. I don't mean to be... I don't mean that in a bad way, bro. I'm just saying people... Obviously, I know jail stories. It's a prison channel. It's just a funny question to ask a prison channel, a jail channel. Do you know any jail stories? It was a funny... I was trying to be funny, bro. I wasn't trying to hurt you or anything. But that's a good question, bro. But just... I come here to talk to you guys on Saturdays and shoot the shit with you guys and shit. And if I get into a big jail story and shit like that, I can't be talking to the other people. You feel me? But, if you want to know something specific, like if you want to see like a jail fight I got into or some shit like that, if you love the fighting, you love that kind of stories, I got different playlists, maybe that some people don't see because they just see the uploads. But I literally have the channel broken in down to different playlists for you guys, so you know what section to go to for what. Like I got the fights all in the. It's a playlist called Fights in Jail. Then I got like the interviews. I got the backstories. I got I think the handbook series. And a few more other series that we started recently. I think the program. I didn't even think I started a series about that one though. But the programming, what I did and shit. There was a lot of good series there, man. And a lot of them, like the fighting one, I know has at least 10 stories alone in there. I'm going to be adding another fight story to that soon, too. I just wanted to, because there were so many fight stories at the beginning of the channel, I didn't want people to just think I was glorifying all the fighting. You know what I mean? But I told the stories when I got beat up. I told all the truth, you know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to let the people know the truth. But so I wanted to get like some more content out there before I told another fight story. I didn't just want to keep telling fight story after fight story and make people think I'm fucking crazy, you know? Because of my record already freaking makes me look crazy with all the freaking assault charges on there. Like if I was in the States, I'd probably be in there for life right now, to tell you the truth. The way you guys have that 3rd strike rule and shit like that in some states. Like you do the same felony 3 times in a row or some shit, you go to for life. Well, I got about maybe 10 of the same felony on my thing. So that's like, I think I would have been gone twice over. But we were getting it dead time, 2 for 1. So like I said, I would do friggin' 3 years or some shit and get 6 years knocked off my sentence. I'd do 20 months, get 40 months. I'd do another 20 months, get 40 months. 20 months was like my favorite thing to do, obviously, because I did that 3 times or something. Lindsay, Maplehurst, and Lindsay. Because I went for beating up Rick Bess for that shit that happened behind the liquor store in Richmond Hill with fucking baby mom cheating shit. You guys can hear that story. So then he ratted on me, and then I wanted to show people that it's not good to rat on people. That just because you rat on people doesn't mean they're going to go to jail and come out and think, oh, I'm not going to hurt you because you ratted on me. So I made it a point to come out and show this motherfucker, just because you ratted doesn't mean I ain't going to hurt you. You're just going to have to rat on me again because I'm going to come out and fucking hurt you for ratting. So he ratted on me again, but I got out and hurt him. And he ratted on me and I went back for the 2nd time for even longer. That was a stupid mistake. If I could do that over again, I wouldn't have done that. That was just dumb. Don't ever do something like that. Because you know what? It's not worth it. Because nobody gives a shit no more about people ratting. Nobody cares. Nobody sticks to the code no more. So it doesn't matter how many times I go to jail and fucking shut my mouth and stay solid to my cousin, stay solid to this one, that one. What? Get out fucking all these years later, it's like, okay. And now someone's fucking gonna blow up as a rat and be the famous person in the fucking rat world? Snitch 9? Like, how is this fucking going on, man? And then you got these little fucking island boys, all these people, getting all the bag. Why can't guys like us get a bag, for fuck's sakes? The normal convicts that fucking did all the time and actually got the street credit. Actually got the fucking jail credit. Like, toss us a fucking bone here. Toss us a bag. Fuck. You got all these fucking little fakers and rats and shit making the bag. You know, you get it? I gotta sneak this in my Orange Jumpers and Chains song to Snitch 9. I think it goes, no more killer bees on the swamp. Nothing but Snitch 9s. No more Wu-Tang killer bees. Just Snitch 9s on the swarm. Oh my god. If anyone listened to Wu-Tang, then they would understand that bar. But if you didn't listen to Wu-Tang Clan, 36 Chambers, and all that, Bulletproof Wallets, and Method Man, I know all the Wu-Tang, man. When I was a little 12, 13-year-old kid, I used to study the 9 main characters. The 9 main actors, or singers. Artists, sorry. I couldn't get the word out I was looking for. Can't say or do anything to the cats nowadays, because you'll go to jail too. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's no point. There's no point. You can't do shit in front of nobody. Can't do shit in front of nobody. If you're gonna do dirt, you do it by yourself and shut your mouth. Don't tell nobody. You feel me? That's the only way to do shit. And nowadays they got so much cameras, it's not worth it. It ain't worth it. It's better just to go get a 9-to-5 job. Because they're clout chasers. True. You know, and they get famous, like, because they're clout chasers. But it's not really fair, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm going from the ground up. I'm grinding from last August. I started this. Working full-time construction job to pay for everything. My apartment, my food, my bills. Okay? Take care of everybody here. Now, and I got other people to take care of that don't even live here. And also, it's like, I probably could make more money by doing other things that are illegal, but I won't. You know? I could easily go right now to Jane and Finch and cop a fucking whatever I want on spot or whatever and try to flip it. But I won't. Even though I'm fucking professional at it, and that was my fucking expertise my whole life, and I didn't fucking even ever have a drug charge. Because that's how fucking good I was at that shit. I learned from a really, really good guy that was a black Jamaican guy. He was a fucking paranoid dealer that taught me so many sneaky tactics and how to mask everything. I don't know if you know what masking means, but he taught me how to mask everything. And he was the #1 masker I've ever met. He was the master of masking, put it that way. And he taught me his, like, kung fu. You know when people teach you their kung fu? That's how I felt when he was teaching me his masking. Because he would literally make us fucking go in the mirror and practice what we're going to say to the clients, to the clientele and shit, at the certain different houses and shit. We had different trap houses. We had different names at different ones and shit. Because, like, if you're in Scarborough, we would use a different name, White Mike and Black Mike. And then we would use different names in fucking downtown Toronto. We'd use, like, Eugene and Jay. And then we'd use different names in, like, North York. Like, so they can't put it all together. You feel me? And like, use this bunch of custies to meet up with all these custies, book some of these ones, and then get them all together and say, yeah, we all get it from that guy. You know what I mean? So he was always thinking 10 steps ahead, bro. This guy taught me everything he knew. And, like, little shit. Like, we'd hide the fucking digital scale outside behind a mall and shit like that, so we wouldn't have it in a car. That's just a little game there. A little game that we used to do. Like, literally, like, crazy shit like that. I literally have a piece of crack rock like this, not in a bag, just behind a fucking building or like a whatever place with real rocks all around the ground. And it blends in. But we know exactly where it is. You feel me? It's crazy the shit we used to do. But yeah, that's some of the stuff. But we used to do way worse stuff, like way better masking. But I'm not even going to get into that because that's like, that was just stuff that people don't know every day. People might know the stuff I just told you guys. Like, some dealers might be real smart and do stuff like that. But most dealers just keep their digi in their car, drugs on them, money on them, gat on their lap, waiting for the po-po. Pull them over. True, no reason to go back to it. Peace of mind is worth a lot. Exactly. Poor decisions, manipulative tactics on the move. Found it easier just to rob the dealer. Hey, don't get me wrong, I did that too, bro. That's why my cousins all called me the fucking cowboy, bro. They called me the cowboy. He'd be like, oh fuck no, you're not going on another cowboy mission. Oh god, here he goes on another cowboy mission. You get it? Cowboy? I'm sure you can understand it, right? What do cowboys do, right? Yeehaw! With a gun, right? Kick the fucking door down and shit, rob the banks and shit. Well, that's what I would do to the dealers. Fucking, it was actually hard to get dealers to deal with me at one point in Toronto because they were fucking scared shitless that I would rob them. And it would be really, really hard to get anybody to come and deal me more than a fucking ounce of shit at a time. Anyway, we don't need to talk about that. I was just trying to teach you guys stupid shit I used to do. And this guy really, really was smart. That's my main point of this whole story. How smart the guy was. So if you can be that smart and you can do all that stuff, you can use that mind to do a real business and a different business. Because guys that sell that shit, honestly, are probably some of the smartest businessmen. The ones that don't do it, obviously, are probably some of the smartest businessmen around, and they get all kinds of money, but then they get busted. Then they go to jail, and then they get nothing. But the thing is, if they use all that smartness that they have to hide from the cops, not get caught for a long time, and build that money and serve those people and, you know, answer the phone and have that shit going on 24/7, that takes a lot of mind power to do. So if you can do all that, I'm sure you can get a real job or start a real business and be successful at it. How you were successful at the other thing. You just got to take that knowledge and that shit you know how to do and put that into something else that's legal, and do that. Like, you know, that's how you got to look at it. And then it'll make you in your mind be like, okay, yeah, I'm not doing nothing illegal no more, but I'm not a bitch, I'm not a pussy, I'm still me. You know what I mean? I just don't want to do nothing illegal no more because I've been there, I've done that shit. Guys that haven't done that shit, they want to fucking be 30 years old, 35, and going, oh, yo, let's go slide on these fucking homies, yo. Let's go fucking slide on them. That's what the fucking 12-year-olds do, dog. That's what I did when I was fucking 12, bro. You think I'm going to be doing that shit as a 30-year-old man? Are you fucking high? You know what I mean? That's what you got to tell these guys. Like, you think I'm going to go do stupidity that I already did 12 years in jail for? No, I'm never doing it again. I'm never doing nothing illegal again. I'm doing a business. That's it. I'm a businessman now. For real, what they knowing as a man, we was doing as some kids. Exactly, bro. From 12 to fucking 22, I was doing that shit. And then from 2000 to 2010, or to 2012, because that's when I finally got out and straightened out, I was fucking going in and out of jail. Probably only spent a fucking year or two on the streets that whole fucking decade. The whole 12 years. Because I'd get out and be out for 2-3 months and they'd catch me for another freaking, where I'd have a warrant. As soon as I get out from a different jurisdiction or some shit. Or they'd gate me or some shit. I got a good story actually for Wednesday about me getting gated. I'll tell you guys a story about me getting gated, okay? Actually, how much time do we got? Okay, fuck it. I'll tell you guys a quick story about me getting gated at the Don jail, okay? Okay, so you guys want to hear this story about me getting gated right now, quickly? I'll tell it quickly instead of making an episode about it. We was on some dirt here in the East Coast. We wait for the plug to front someone a brick, then rob them. So they still owe the money and have them to re-up to pay it back. Yep, my crew did that too, homie. We know all about that. Great minds think alike. Yeah, we did that too. That was the number one thing to do for gang, bro. Okay, for real, what was the annoying? Okay, BK. Yo, what up, BK? What's good, brother? Keep grinding. I can stay long. It's my daughter's B-day, but I'm stopping in quick. All right, bro. Thank you very much, man. Smack the like for me, bro. I appreciate it. I'm friggin' really hoping somebody's gonna do a donation. But if you can't do it, it's all good, my friends. If you do have lots of extra money, though, and you're doing really good for yourself, and you're balling, then just go ahead and check the PayPal. Don't go to the tip page because that'll take 2 weeks to get it. Just put it in the PayPal and get it right away. For all you people that are like me, struggling right now, waiting for paycheck to paycheck, then just don't even worry about it. Smack the like button and give me a comment. And I'm happy with that. I just had to say that because that's what lives are for, right? Lives are for to fucking try to, right? Thanks, everyone. I would donate, but Chuck E. Cheese for 18 kids is damn expensive now. Nah, bro. It's your daughter's birthday, man. You go and enjoy that, bro. I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to everybody. But you go enjoy that, homie. With your daughter, man. I was not even really asking you to donate. I was actually speaking to anyone that looks at the video. But I meant what I said about, honestly, if you don't have it, I don't care. It's the ones that do have it. Like, if I had it, I'd be donating to people. I do it all the time. Chuck E. Cheese for kids. Chuck E. Cheese is fun, though, for real. I would love to bring my kid to Chuck E. Cheese back in the day. I never thought of it. I would always have birthday parties at the house and stuff. And I think one time I went to McDonald's in that playground thing. And one time to Silver City, to the theaters and stuff, which they have like a little mini arcade in there, but not cool like Chuck E. Cheese, man. I remember that when I was young, freaking smashing those things on the head. That was the funnest crap ever. That's the one place my dad ever brought me. That was actually the funnest probably time I ever had as a child. Because that time my dad brought me there. So your kids are going to remember that, bro. Trust me, they'll love it. They're going to have a really good birthday. Proud of you, man. You're doing good. Just keep it up. Keep the good work up for being a good dad, man. It's a lot of work being a good dad and shit. And you know, a lot of these fathers nowadays, they just try to act like it's not their child and shit when the girl gets pregnant. So I really respect the fathers that stick around and do what they gotta do and raise their family and be good and, you know, have a proper life, man. That's what it's all about. It's all about finding a woman, get married, have a family, have a kids, and live nicely and live righteously, man. That's what my life is now. I tell you guys all these stories, but this is what I used to do in the past. I'm telling you guys stuff I did from when I was 12 to 24, 22, or 20 or some shit. 21, 22, right? And I don't do anything really illegal now. Like, yeah, I defended myself when someone attacked me, but that's not really looking for trouble. That was just trying to not get robbed at a grocery store. I guess I was fucking stunting, because, like, I'll put on all my shit and I don't care. I'll go to the fucking Projects grocery store and I don't feel, like I said in my songs and my stories and stuff, I don't feel scared walking around the most ghettoest project in Toronto with all my chains on and shit, all my jewelry on. I don't care. I just don't care. I don't know why it is. If I was like somewhere else, I probably would be scared. That I don't know, but because I feel like I know it so good, it feels like it's my own backyard. It feels like it's weird. It's hard to explain. It feels like I'd be a bitch if I took my shit off in my own city. You feel me? I'm not taking my shit off to go to the store. Are you crazy? I take my shit off one time a day only. That's to take a shower, and that's it. Because I don't want fucking soap to get it all caked behind my rings and shit. Because with the diamonds, they have breathing holes, real diamonds. And fucking soap gets caked in that shit. Right? So that's why I don't like wearing my gold in the shower. Not because one of the trolls probably say, oh, why? Because it turned green? Right? I'm already 10 steps ahead of you. It ain't because it turns green. It's because it's fucking... Don't like the soap. I don't like dressing really flashy because I kind of would stand out. Why? Why would you stand out? What color are you, homie? Are you white, black, Indian, Asian? What are you? Why would you stand out if you're flashy? Huh? Why? Why would you stand out if you're flashy, bro? This isn't even a big chain, bro. This is a small ass fucking chain, dog. Look at it. This is a big charm. It's a $500 charm. But this chain is only probably like I'd say maybe like I got it for less than $1,000, but it's probably like $1,000 in the store if you go to a jewelry store. But I got a really good deal from the lady because I sweet talked her. This is years ago I bought this though. This bracelet, I don't want to even tell you. Like, I'm not trying to brag about shit, so I don't know if you guys think that's bragging. So I'm not even gonna tell you guys what shit is, but I'm sure you guys can know how much a bracelet like that is. But you see, I look at that like an investment, because like with the money, gold will never go down in value. You know what I mean? So if you got like between all your gold, say the rings, the bracelet, this is say it all adds up to an ounce of gold, and say an ounce of gold's going for however much, then you always got that ounce of gold there. You know what I'm saying? You always have a. I would never sell mine, but for people that want to invest in gold, it's better than putting your money in the bank, honestly. Because if anything ever happened, I don't trust banks. I don't like banks. If anything ever happened, the money in the bank is not even there. If you've ever had a large amount of money, listen to me and listen closely about business, okay? About money, about the bank. If you've had a lot of money in your life, you're going to know this. And you're going to know I'm telling the truth right now. If you go to the bank and you go to the bank without talking to them and just show up randomly, and you have, say, $500,000 in your account, or say even 50 grand, and you go there and you say, I want 40,000 out of my money, out of my account right now, or even 25,000, 30, they will fucking tell you that they don't have it, that you have to fucking call the bank manager and make an appointment to come back in a week or whatever they'd say, for them to call the Brinks truck to bring the money there, because they don't fucking keep your money at the bank where you think they're keeping that shit. That's just a number on the piece of paper they use to fool your ass, that you have access to. You have access to when they let you. X amount a day in your withdrawal, you see? X amount you can take out a day. This and that, limits on your own money. Okay, now listen to this. You can get it obviously in a couple, whenever they make the appointment and go back, but it's a fucking hassle. You can't just walk up randomly and be like, yo, I want 100K out of my bank right now. No, they'll fucking look at you like you're nuts. Because they did it to me. This is 5 years ago, when I had an substantial amount of money in the bank, and I said, fuck you, I want all my money out now. As I had it in tax-free saving account, right? Because you can put money in tax-free savings accounts in Canada, and you don't have to pay taxes on it, up to 10 grand a year you can put in. And so what the banks do is they use your fucking money and everyone else's money to go and invest in all the shit they want to invest in. And we can fucking put our money where the banks put their money and do the same shit. So why do we have to give them you feel me on that? Why do you give them the money? To feel comfortable that it's not going to get stolen? They're the ones fucking stealing it. If it's ever a recession, that fucking million, 10 million, whatever the fuck you think you have in there is gone. That shit's gone. Only one that's going to have money is people that have gold and shit like that, and silver and oil, stuff like that. You watch. Mark my words. People that have millions in the banks, that paper money shit is long gone history, man. They used to have the gold thing where they used to have to back up each dollar with the gold. That shit's long gone history. That money don't mean shit. And now with the pandemic hitting, all that money they borrowed and shit, our money is so far down the tubes, you don't realize it. Our money doesn't mean shit. It's just basically shit to... I don't know how to explain it. It does mean something because it makes the world go round and you need it for everything. But I mean, on the bigger scale of shit, if shit ever happened, that money wouldn't mean shit in the bank. Those numbers wouldn't mean nothing. If you had the paper cash in your house, that's different, right? But the paper cash wouldn't mean nothing to nobody because they wouldn't be able to do shit with it, right? But with the gold and oil and everything else, they might be able to do the trading. Like, that's been since the beginning of time, that's been worth money. Like gold coins back in the friggin' beginning of time, they had the gold coins and shit. and they used to like barter like bread for like silver or silver for donkeys or whatever they did, you know? Yeah, it was called the gold standard, right? Yeah, they got rid of the gold standard. I have a live at 5. Okay, bro. Go have a good time, brother. Good luck on your live, man. What time did we start? We started at 1. Okay, so we've been going for 2.5 hours, so we got half a more hour. So hopefully we get something happening here. All right, let's go. Doing good, and you? Robin, how are you, Robin? I'm doing really good. How are you? Good to see you here. You're new here. I like to see new people show up. That makes me happy. I like seeing new people come to the live streams. Oh, she knows justice. Oh, hey, Robin. Oh, okay. Sorry, you're a broken misfit, aren't you? Okay. Welcome. Welcome. Over in parts of Venezuela, they use gold as currency. Oh, I believe it. Gold is never going to lose its value, I don't think. I know a couple years ago in India, this is off topic, but a couple years ago in India, something happened, and they have something called black money, and the government made them stop being able to withdraw money out the ATMs and everything, eh? And they were like not able to take money out nowhere because all this black money, they call it, which is like, I guess, fake money, I guess. And there was so much black money that like half of the people that were owning half of this stuff in India, these big corporation buildings and stuff, and it was all owned with black money. So when it came and they took away the black money, it just shit went bad down the drain tubes real quick. And people that had like, because they're scared of banks too, so they keep it in their house. A lot of these Indian guys, rich, wealthy Indian guys, they'll keep freaking millions and millions in cash in their houses, right? And then when this black money thing hit, they said nobody can spend a bill over a certain amount. And they got bills in India that are like $20,000 bills, $50,000 bill, $100,000 bill, $1,000,000 bill. Like, you know, because their money is so less. Like, I think a dollar's like 1,000, whatever, rupees or whatever it is. I don't know the exact exchange, but yeah, so that was crazy. I knew that because I had a good friend that was Indian at the time that it happened. Well, I still do. He's still my friend, but I got a lot of Indian friends. For some reason, Indian people take a liking to me. They fucking love me. I don't know why. It's just a thing with me. You can ask anybody. You can ask anybody. You can ask Pam. You can ask anyone. Indian people, man or woman, for some reason, they end up loving me. I don't know why. I think they like my attitude or they like the way I talk. I don't know. He liked my style. I know him and his wife loved my style, the way I decorate my apartment. Because they're like people that just like plain furniture. They don't have much on their walls and this and that. And like at one point when he came over, I had like all my hats in Ziploc bags so they don't get dusty. Like a box head that sticks out a little bit that only has like that much of a room from the ceiling, like a box head. It's only got this much of the wall. It sticks out at the top. So I had them all pinned up there. And he thought that was just like the most amazing thing he ever seen. Like this, right? I keep them like that so they don't get dusty, right? So they don't, because I have so many hats. It's like I have to keep them in the Ziploc bags because they'll get too dusty. You see? This is all hats. Lots of hats. lots of hats, and I haven't even bought a hat in freaking 3-4 years. Honest to God, I haven't bought a hat in 3 or 4 years. Is that not nuts? That I had that many hats from back then? That's just nuts. That's just a hat junkie. That's what I am. I'm a freaking hat junkie. That's what you can call me, okay? I'm addicted to freaking 59.50 hats. And they're $50 a pop. So that shit adds up, man. But like I said, I haven't even bought one in how many years, so if you keep them in those bags in good condition, and I change my hat every day, and then I have a certain hat that I only use for sweating for work. I don't wear my other good hats to work. I have a certain hat I wear to work. Because when you sweat like crazy, it ruins your hats. You know? That's a lot of hats. You're a genuine person and culturally alive. Communities see that and are drawn to it. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, I have a lot of Cambodian friends too. A lot of Jamaican friends. I probably have more Jamaican, Indian, and Cambodian friends than white that I can count. Because most of my white friends that were my best friends, Jay and them, died. So, Jay was one of my best boys. He passed. My other friend Dave, that was in my crew, he died of cancer. Way back, like friggin' over 10 years ago. He was a fat boy, right? And when I seen him in the hospital, he gave me his hospital gown shit. Like the brand new one he had beside his bed to remember him because he knew he was going to die, right? He had one on, a blue gown on. It was like pajamas type thing, like pants and a shirt. And it had the hospital logos on it, like kind of like checkerboardish with the hospital logos. And he used to be big. We called him Big Dave, Heavy D, right? And when I seen him with the cancer, man, he'd only had the cancer, bowel cancer, for about a month. When he found out, he must have had it for a lot longer. But when he found out, he had only known about having it for about a month when he was in this hospital. And when I went and seen him, he was so skinny, it was like I couldn't recognize him. That's how skinny he was. It was almost like when I walked in, I seen him in the bed, I didn't think it was him. Until I really looked at his face and I was just like, holy shit. I couldn't really say nothing because I didn't want to hurt his feelings. Because he's dying and shit. I didn't want to make him upset, right? And then friggin' what does he do to me? Oh, homie, please, man. No one will bring me out for a spliff, homie. Please. Wheel me out in the wheelchair for a spliff, bro. Or a cigarette. I'm like, no. They're not taking you outside for a cigarette for a reason, bro. You don't need cigarette. He begs me to take him out for a joint. And I know joints help people with cancer. So I wheeled him outside for a fucking joint. What was I supposed to do? And I brought him back up and he was happy. He was feeling good and shit. And then about fucking a week later he died. At least I got to visit him, right? I got to visit him, so I was happy about that because my cousin Jay, my best friend, my right-hand man, when he died, I was in fucking jail. And when I used to get out of jail, I would always go to Jay's house first because I'd lose everything I had. So that would be my first stop. I'd stop in at my cousin Jay's house because he had all the same kind of clothes I had. Like the Sean John, Rockaware, Anichi, Echo, Fat Farm, Lugs, Fubu, Kirks and Castles, Anichi, stuff like that, right? Like, mostly like New York, NYC gear, Toronto, urban gear. Like Toronto clothing, urban clothing, I think a lot of it comes from NY, right? Because it's so close, in Buffalo. So we have a lot of the same styles as NYC here in Toronto because it's like literally probably like a 4-hour drive, I think. I'm not 100% because I've never done it. I've never been out of Ontario. Okay? But, yeah, cancer is a bitch. And I bet everybody can relate to that story because everybody probably has a loved one that passed with cancer. it's a normal thing, I guess. People get it, and we can't help it. We don't have a cure for it. We can just pray our loved ones that do smoke cigarettes don't get it, right? But I know people that smoke cigarettes their whole lives for 50 years and didn't get it, and then people that didn't even smoke and end up getting it. So it's just, you don't know what's gonna happen in life. I think everything's already planned out before it happens. To tell you the truth, and that we can't really change it. It's just gonna play out the way it's supposed to. That's what I honestly think. I think all that thing I went through in all those jails was for a reason, so I could be here today talking to you guys about it. To be on this channel, I really truly believe that. I know someone from the UK. That's a good question for her. I feel like clothing styles in Canada are similar to clothing styles in the UK, USA, Australia, etc. Well, isn't that the whole planet? You name the UK, Australia, and the US. The only other place is Africa. Right? So but no, it's true though. We all do have the same similar kind of urban styles because it's the culture, right? The hip hop culture, I guess everybody braces the culture. So when it styles and trending things come out, everybody goes to that, right? But me, I don't. I like to be my own stuff. I like to do my own thing. And if everybody's wearing a certain thing and it's trending, that's the last thing you're going to see me wearing. I'm going to be wearing the opposite. You know? Like I started the weird crap. Like you'll see me in some pictures with a hood on and a cap over the hood. I started that crap when I was a little kid, teenager. And I always wanted to be different. I always tucked my socks into my jeans into my socks like this. Because I was a weird. And I didn't want my pants to drag on the ground under my shoes. So, I did weird things that other people didn't do. I had my own little style. When I was a young kid, real young, 12, 13, when I first jumped off, I was like this. I wore my hat like that. A red hat. Yeah. See, I talk to you guys about this stuff so you guys don't have to go through it. So you guys can just hear the stories and live through it that way. So the story about the Dawn it was my release date finally. I was so happy to freaking finally have a release date because I was charged with at Thousand Finch Court. I was going to court for criminal negligence okay? And they were offering 7 years for a plea deal. And I was not accepting it. So I was in the Dawn jail, it takes forever to go to trial. It took about 15 months to go through the motions to get to prelim, pre-trial, trial. They kept telling me if I go to trial and get found guilty, then it could be life for that charge because this charge doesn't have no maximum on it. And the judge could give me anything that they want between the 7 and life, right? They said, and they'll definitely be giving you more than the 7, closer to the life if you go to court and get found guilty at trial, so just take the 7. That's what they kept saying. And I was not even thinking about taking the 7. I was not thinking about doing the life because I didn't do this shit. And I knew I didn't do it, and I knew I was going to get off. Because I knew I didn't. They couldn't have evidence of it, right? Because I wasn't involved with it. Because, even if you did serve a junkie heroin and they died, the thing is, he could have fucking took your little pack he bought from you and died. But how do they know he didn't go do your dope, the 20 piece of dope he bought from you, and then fucking 10 minutes later went down the road and bought another piece off another dealer and did it, and then died? So, you know what I mean? They can't fucking prove none of that shit. That's the stupidest charge I've ever heard. Someone ODs and they try to pin that shit on you just because their junkie girlfriend says where they got it from. You see what that is? That's fucking bullshit rats. And that's bullshit fucking tactics to try to get me away. Because they hated me. And fucking... They hated me. That's just... All I can say is they hated me. Okay? Like, literally, to the point where they would literally drive around and look for me. And I wouldn't even be doing nothing. I'd just be walking. They would drive around and look for me. And as soon as they see me, pull right up. Oh, what's your name? What's your name? They already fucking know my name. They know I'm going to lie about it because they know I always worried I have warrants. So I always lied about my name, which always got me extra charge. Then I would always fucking resist arrest, which get me an extra charge. So I was dumb, man. I could have avoided a lot of charges probably by just cooperating. A couple times I tried to run. They charged me with escape. Fucking all I did was run. I had handcuffs and I ran. Shackles, ran. Running with freaking snow up to there. Trying to run with freaking handcuffs on. I only got freaking probably like a football field away. Because they're running behind me. Stop, Mickey, stop. Fuck. And it's like snow up to our knees. Try to run in that. And they literally charge you with escape custody. So it looks like I've literally escaped from jail if you look on my record. 2 escape custody charges. But I never escaped from jail. All I did was take off from the damn coppers after I was already arrested. So once you're already placed in custody and arrested and they read you your rights, if you run after that, that's considered escape. Yes, there are many corrupt cops and gov out there. Oh, HO if you are violent. Do they normally do you instead of giving the L? Huh? They normally just DO you instead of giving you the L? Yeah, dangerous offender, right? I know, that's what I was worried about too. I was really worried about that. Because that was being brought up and talked about as well. At certain times in my life. Because I've had so many assault charges on my record. Most of them are assault caused bodily harm, assault with a weapon times 2, assault bodily harm times 2, assault and robbery times 2, malicious assault, whatever they want to call it, criminal negligence, causing death, fucking, what else do you want to call it? Assault police, resist arrest, about 5 assault police, or maybe more assault police. What else was violent? Well, then a whole whack of breaches. Breach of bails, breach of recognizances, probably about 15 breaches. I probably have at least over 50 convictions. Honestly, at least. That's minimum. I say between 50 and 100. Somewhere between there. Probably 60. I say, if I had to guess, I think maybe more, because I remember pleading guilty to like 20 charges one time. When that dump truck lawyer told me to plead guilty to all these charges. And I would get time served. And I was just so damn happy to get time served that I said okay. Not realizing that this idiot should have told them to make me plead guilty to like 4 or 5 of them and drop the rest. Because that's what other good lawyers do. This idiot just is like, okay, yeah, I'll get him to plead guilty to everything. I didn't know because I was freaking young at the time and I didn't really know how it worked. All I knew was they said I could get out. So I said, alright, fuck it. I'll plead guilty to all 10 fucking charges or however many there was. And I kept reading out one after another and I'd plead guilty to them. Which then, the next time I got arrested, the judge wants to throw a whack of time at me because he looks at this huge record. Right? Oh man, it was crap, because it was really shitty, because before I pleaded to all those charges, I would go to court and they would see like 1 or 2 things from my youth, or maybe 3 or 4, and be like, oh, he's a young guy, this or that. Give me maybe like 3 months or 6 months, and because it was 2 for 1, I could do like 3 months and get 6. And then those charges all came that time, and I pleaded guilty to all of them. After that, it was always like 2 years, 3 years offering, maybe more, for stupid little shit. Well, I guess it's not little shit when you fucking. But to me, it was little shit. Like, I had done way worse stuff than that. All the times you've been to jail with the charges at once, your rap sheet probably hits the floor 3 or 4 times. LOL. Don Mega. I'm from Scotia, but spend a majority of my time in New Brunswick. Okay, Don. Nice to meet you, Don. Welcome to the channel. I'm from Toronto. I actually have a friend, 2 brothers, and we call them Scotia. That's their nickname. So, shout out to you, Scotia. I guess I have a new friend named Scotia. We're going to nickname you Scotia, because that's pretty cool. I have a friend named Scotia in my crew, actually. 2 of them. They're brothers. And actually, Scotia is a damn good guy. He actually fucking took the rap for me one time. He ain't no rat. He's a fucking solid individual, and I love him. Shout out to Scotia. You know who you are. NEC. LTF. Shout out to you guys, man. You guys know what you did. I had my neck fractured by officer of the Kodak RCMP when I was 14. Oh, I believe that shit. They used to bring my dad down to Cherry Beach and handcuff him and beat the shit out of him and rip up his suits. Because he used to dress like a mobster and drive around the little GTOs, the convertibles, GTOs and stuff. And dress like a mobster in the suits. Because that's how they used to dress back then if you're a gangster. You wouldn't dress in like this kind of clothes. So he would dress in the mobster suits and they would freaking grab him, bring him out at 16, 17, 18. He used to dress like that, my dad. I got pictures of him when he was a kid. He got married at 20, and he was in a whole white suit, wearing a top hat, and all the brothers were in top hats, because my dad's the oldest out of eight brothers. So, and then they're all fighters, like, my one uncle Guy has blind in one eye, he's got a glass eye, because, they got a fight in the kitchen one time over craft dinner, and my dad threw a knife in it. Didn't mean to blind his brother, but he was pissed off at him because he didn't do the dishes, and they snuck home at lunch because they used to get onion sandwiches for lunch, so they snuck home for lunch and did craft dinner, and then they didn't want to get caught, so my dad said, do the dishes, and I guess he put it on their stove and didn't do the dishes or under the sink, and then grandma found out, and then she beat my dad with the broomstick, or the wooden spoon, or whatever the hell she did, and so my dad got pissed off and took it out on my Uncle Guy, because he was the next oldest brother, and he was the one that's supposed to do it. So they were fighting, squabbling, and I guess my dad got pissed off and just far away from him, threw a knife at him, and it just happened to hit him in the eyeball, which is like dumb luck, right? Because he was probably not aiming at his eyeball, obviously. No one tries to blind their brother. It wasn't like malicious, but he did throw the knife at him, so he tried to hit him, hurt him, but I bet he was trying to hit him in the body. But it was just like a normal kitchen knife, steak knife or whatever. At Don Mega, I'm sorry you had to go through that. Oh shoot, what do you have? Oh, all the Scotians get called that. Dude, also got in my face. Hold on. Jack Daniels, I heard some actually scary stories about the RCMP. Like, will make a person trip out. Type scary. Yeah, the Kodak RCMP are some pricks. They dogpile people and threaten you. I have my neck. Okay. I'm from Montana. I just beat an attempted murder charge at trial. Nice. Congrats. Congrats if you're not guilty. Congrats. I'm glad you didn't go away for something you didn't do. Because that's all allegations. And the thing is, that's what they do nowadays. It's all allegations. And then all of a sudden it's like you're guilty until proven innocent. Exactly what it is. It's not the other way around, guys. It's not the way around. Yo, we got a merch store. The new people that are here, we have a merch store. Just to let you know. Everyone else that's here that knows about it, you guys already know about it. But yeah, man, it's in the description. There's the merch store. If you're into hip hop or rap, you can go to the music section, check out my song Orange Jumpers and Chains. I'm going to be switching the beat eventually. When I can get enough money to get a real producer, I'm going to get a real producer to switch the beat for me. And all that. I like to turn down the metronome and the volume vocals up. But I just want a whole new beat altogether. Because I had to make the beat myself. Because I didn't want to get a copyright on my song that I wrote from jail. Because I knew it was going to be a banger. I knew it was fire. And I know it's going to explode one day. So I didn't want to copyright my song by using someone else's beat. And then getting screwed over that way. Having them monetize it now. Before I have a chance. Because I don't have a platform to monetize it on. So I was worried about that. So I didn't have no equipment or nothing. But what I did was I sat for like a month teaching myself to how to work this free trial of FL keys on a freaking $200 piece of crap laptop. And actually figured out somehow how to make a little tiny little version of a beat. And I was like, screw it. I got something to lay it down on. I'm going to do it. See how it turns out. I didn't like the beat at all after when I listened to it. But I loved the fucking song. So all I can do is plan to get the better beat. And that song is actually like based on my real life. It's like basically like the theme song to the channel, except for the very last part that says "Pop pop, I got shot by a cop." That part is not 100%. I never got shot by a cop. Okay, so that's the only part that's not true. The rest of it is based off my life, and I want to bring that back to the hip-hop and rap genre where the artists are lyricists that tell you a story in their song. That when you're done listening to the song, you know the artist more. That you actually feel like you know something about the artist. Because the song had a story behind it. There was a message. There was a... You know, like nowadays the songs don't have that. Like, when back in then, I used to listen to like 50 Cent, Jay-Z, Nas, DMX even. He was on crack and he even told a story in his music. You know, Method Man, Master P, like Cash Money, Lil Wayne. I could go on and on. You know what I'm saying? They all told stories in their music. Nowadays, some of them do. Some of them do. I'm not saying for the whole genre. I'm just saying a lot of these new younger generation, it's like, I don't know. I want to bring it back to the way, I'm trying to bring it back to the way it is when you get a story when you listen to a song. Instead of just, what I guess Eminem called it mumble rap, right? I don't call it mumble rap, but that's what he called it. Okay, what do we got here? Let's read these. Jack Daniels, message retracted. Coco, I'm guessing you live on the east side of the mountains. Jack Daniels, they threaten you. Dog pot. Okay, heard that. Okay. In Big Fork, Montana, yo. Coco, I'm guessing you live on this. LOL. All the Scotians get called that. Oh yeah, I know. They do, don't they? Sorry you had to go through that. Don Mega. Don, have you heard of Green Goblin? Oh, Green Goblin, I think the name is from Nova Scotia. Green Goblin. Oh damn. Is that a type of weed or something? That sounds like weed. What's a goon to a goblin? Nothing. We ain't scared of nothing. On some bullshit. We ain't scared of nothing. Oh man, I used to listen to that song religiously when it first came out. I think you have enough violent charges. They can hold you in jail for as long as they want. Yeah, man. That's what I'm scared. That's what I'm scared of, and I don't go out. I'm scared of it. I'm scared if I get charged one more time, I might not get out. That's what I'm scared of, to tell you the truth. When they're throwing numbers at you like that for little fucking shit like that, that's scary. Like most people, if they did a breach, say they were on some kind of papers, and they breached. Most people would get 30 days, right? I would get probably a year. No lie. A fucking year for something people would probably get 2 weeks for. If they didn't have a record, or they didn't have a bad record, or they didn't have a violent record. See, and I'm not even that person no more, bro. See, I was that person. The violence would come out of me because of the dope, because of the drugs, right? Because of the oxys and shit. Like, I was ruthless. I didn't care, man. If you had oxys and you're a dealer and you wouldn't sell them to me, then I'd be coming to your house, kick the door down, and take the shit. But it's nothing to brag about, man. That's bad. That's ruthless. That's fucking wrong. You don't do shit like that to people. Anyway, smack that like, everybody. We're at 18. We need 2 more likes to hit 20. That's the goal for today. How long have we been going? 6 watching. Started streaming 3 minutes ago. I think it was a little longer than that, don't you think? I got blessed and won my DO appeal. Nice. Good stuff. Or HO if you are violent. DO, yeah. Or HO, yeah. Well, they DO me every time, detention order, but if you're talking dangerous offender, yeah, they tried to do that shit too, but it was talked about, but lucky, thank God they didn't do it. Because that dangerous offender thing means that they don't have to let you out until they see fit. So they could keep you in there forever. That shit's scary. You don't even have a release date. That is fucked. Even a lifer has a release date at the end of his life. Or 25 years they consider life in some states, in some provinces. But yeah, to do that, sheesh. If you guys are wondering why I got the shades on, I showed it at the beginning of the video. I told you guys I ain't active, and it's true. I'm serious. You guys are gonna start not believing me every time you guys come around. Every other week I got a squabble happening, and I got a shiner. But I swear to you, this time it was just a freaking squabble at the grocery store. Someone tried to take my stuff, and I defended myself, and I got him out of there. He was I swear he must have been a crackhead thinking he could just come up and get my shit easy. I don't know if now I look like I'm a nice person, a civilian. I don't know what people look at me like anymore, but this shit never used to happen to me. I walk in any ghetto anywhere, and now all of a sudden it's like crackheads think they can rob me. You ain't gonna rob me, man. You have to kill me to rob me. You know what I mean? So if you're gonna go through the extent to kill me, to take my chain, then fucking kill me, because you have to do that. Because I ain't giving no shit. I don't care if there's 4 or 5 people, man. I'll get fucked. I won't let them get it. I'll do anything. I'll fucking bite them. I'll do anything I can to get away. Like, I'm not saying that's what I did. I'm just saying if, like, say there was, like, 5 big guys on me that weren't drug addicts, that were just, like, 5 big guys trying to rob me or something on top of me. My dad told me that happened once. 5 guys at a pool bar. They had pool cues and beating them with pool cues. One guy got on top of him. He bit the guy's nose off, dude. There's a story for you guys. He bit the dude's nose off. Damn, that's a story my dad tells all the time when he was alive. He's passed on now, but when he was alive, he used to tell that story religiously. He loved telling that story about the bar. About the butt end of the pool cue. It was a twist-off one, a 2-piece pool cue. So you take the butt end of the pool cue, and he starts fucking guys out left and right. And then the other guy comes over, smacks him on the head, and then they all jump on him, and then he pulls the guy down and bites his nose off, and then stands up and spits it at their friends, and then the friends ran away, and then the cops came, and my dad tried to run, and what do you think happened? Everyone got arrested. My dad got arrested. Yeah, my dad's done in jail time pretty much quite a few times, I'd say. He was in and out of jail his whole life too, until he met my mom and had me, and he straightened out for like a couple years, a year or two, and well, they broke up when my mom was pregnant, but my dad says because she cheated on him, and she says because he cheated on her. So I don't know what the hell. They cheated on each other, I guess. Nothing else to say about that. Is that energy about? Pardon? I'll give mine up. I ain't lying. This message is held for review. I can get that shit back. Huh? I'll give mine up. I ain't lying. I can't get it back. My life's worth more than 3 G's. Oh, okay, I hear you. Yeah, well, I look at it different. I look at it like if I let him rob me, then my whole life is over. It's pointless. My whole life that I worked hard for, of my reputation, that I fucking fought for, bled for, fucking hurt for, did everything for who I am, for my street credit and my jail credit. If I let somebody take my chain, that's fucking pussy shit. That's bitch shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't gonna fly. No fucking way. I wouldn't even let fucking anyone do that shit to me when I was a fucking little jit. But back then I used to fucking pack. I used to pack a weapon on me. I'd have a blicky or a bat or a fucking extendable or a knife or something. I always had some sort of weapon. Even if I didn't have anything, I would get a baseball bat and pretend I'm going to the park to play baseball or some shit. I literally used to walk around with a bat. It's all circumstantial. Sometimes you gotta give it up. Sometimes you can defend yourself and give them off you. I'm also on the side like Eddie, where I'm closer to fighting, but you guys are logical. Yeah, you guys are logical, bro. You guys are looking at it logical. You guys are right. I'm not saying you're wrong in any way. Just give it up. Fuck, you don't want to lose your life over this shit. But then again, you didn't spend your whole fucking life trying to make a name for yourself either. Right? You're not trying to become a fucking famous rapper, famous YouTube creator of a prison channel. How fucking dumb would I look telling you guys all these stories and then come on here and be like, yo, bro, I let some crackhead rob me from my chain, homie. You want to come watch my channel? All those fights I said I got in jail, those are true. But I let a crackhead rob me. I didn't fight back because I was scared to go to jail. You feel me? That's bitch shit, nigga. Or, sorry, I didn't say that. Take that back. That's bitch shit, doggy. I gotta fucking erase that. Oops, that just slipped out. I felt like I was on the microphone or some shit. Sorry about that, guys. Honestly, swear to God. Anyone that's black in the comments, I apologize about that. But anyone that knows me from Toronto, from the block, calls me that anyways, so whatever. But yeah, anyone that knows me knows that fucking I didn't mean that. I don't normally talk like that. But anyone that knows me wouldn't give a shit if I did, so. Life is worth more than our possessions. Yeah, you're right. It's part of the game, though. I know what I am and what I ain't. Yep, I know that. You guys are good people, man. And you know what? I shouldn't really care what people think anymore either. Right? But my problem is because I was in there my whole, like, basically I grew up in there, and I basically still have that mind thought because I don't really go anywhere. I stay in, I go to work, I don't communicate with nobody. So yeah, I've been out for a long time and stayed out of trouble, but I also haven't really communicated with nobody. So that's why I've been out of trouble. You feel me? Because I can't go around people or I will hurt them and I will assault them. So I keep myself locked in the house so I don't go to jail. Because something when I go out might pop off. It's that easy. Even Pac had his jewels taken. What about Ja or 50? You think DMX ain't had his shit took? I've robbed and been robbed, so you think DMX's shit took? I've been on both sides of the spectrum. Even Pac had, yeah. We actually all care about your safety, Eddie, but damn straight, bro. Don't let a crackhead take shit from you. Yeah. But no, yeah, you're right. DMX did get his chain taken. I don't know. DMX did a lot of drugs, dude. Excuse me. Yeah, DMX did a lot of drugs, guys. I don't know about that. I don't know if he got his chain taken. It didn't look like DMX really had a chain. He wore like a dog chain, right? I don't think that shit was even real. I think he wore like an actual dog chain. I think he did have a silver chain at one point. Yeah, rest in peace, DMX, man. He was in a lot of good movies. Belly was one of my favorite movies growing up. I love that movie to this day. T-Boz, Method Man, Nas, and DMX. If you haven't seen it, go check it out, man. It's called Belly. It's sick. The second one with the game is nothing like the first one. It's shit. But it shouldn't even be called Belly 2 because it's nothing to do with Belly. They should have just made it like a separate movie and it would have been fine. It's a fine movie. It's only shit because it's called Belly 2. And it has nothing to do with Belly. If it was called something different and they made it a different movie, it's fine. But because they called it Belly 2, and it had nothing to do with it, it's just stupid. If I do, I'm going to jail. See, in Canada, it's different though. Can't shot you dead for trying to take my shit. See, in Canada, it's different though. I can't shot you dead for... Right. See, in the States, you guys are allowed to... Well, if you're not a felon, you guys are allowed to carry a firearm. And if someone tries to hurt you or rob you, you're allowed to shoot them. Or if they come on your property, you're allowed to shoot them. Right? So in Canada here, we're kind of in a catch-22 because the criminals all have the weapons. If you're trying to be a good citizen, right? You're not allowed to have a weapon here. You can't just have a firearm. You can have a shotgun to go hunting or a rifle, but they won't let you have a little handgun. But yet, all the handguns are on the streets. Everybody's got them. But the fucking people that are the good people that need them don't got them. See how stupid and ass backwards that is? In PA, where my bro lives, if you're in probation or parole and you get shot and live, you get charges for getting shot. What? Yo, that is some fucked up shit. I have never heard of anything so messed up. I knew the States was crazy with the charges and the amount of time they give out. But jeez, man. Get shot and get charged for getting shot? Damn. That is crazy. That is crazy. That's gotta be the craziest thing I've heard in a while. Seriously. That is crazy. Yeah, I say basically that I would rather die for it, but I probably don't actually mean, like, actually die. When I said die, I probably mean, like, you'd have to probably fucking beat me up unconscious and take it from me. Or actually make me believe that you're going to pull the trigger So you come pull a gun on me and I think you're a bitch, I might try to bitch slap you and take your weapon. But if I actually think you're a real G and you're gonna pull that shit, then I might just up my chain. I might not want to die that day. So like you said, it is all circumstantial on that situation, that individual you're dealing with, and I guess the type of mood you're in that day. Right? If your wife just dumped you and your child just died, no, God forbid that ever happened. But if you're having a real bad day like that and someone tried to rob you, you might just not give a fuck. You might just tell them to kill your ass. You right? It's all circumstantial, so you're right. It's all about the situation, the type of day you're having, the mood you're in, who's trying to do it to you, all kinds of that shit, right? Where you're at. It is all circumstantial. You're right. Whoever said that was fucking right. Who said that again? Who said the circumstantial? I think it was, let me see. I think it was Jack. Or Don. Yeah, it was Don, right? Let me see. Fuck what people think about you, especially if they never went through it themselves. If you become a robbery victim, don't feel ashamed. Yeah, I wouldn't. It's all circumstantial. Sometimes you gotta give it up. Oh, it was Cornelius. Cornelius. That was a good one, bro. That was a good message. You hit it right on the nail, bro. That's exactly what it is. That's the best way to describe it. In Mexico, I think they have relaxed gun laws. I guess ARs are good too, but a lot less of those up here. Yeah, but we're not allowed to have those. We're not allowed to have those. Are we? I know they have them. I know they got them, but I don't think we're allowed to have them. I think the felons got them, right? The felons got the Dracos and the fucking AKs and shit. Tech 9s and Uzis and whatever they got. I remember that one dude had a freaking Uzi from like the war or something. The thing was freaking rusty and everything. I don't know where that crap was from, Germany or God knows where. And the thing didn't even work. He used to try to scare people with it. Oh man, I got another story for you guys. I gotta write that down so I don't forget. That just made me think of something that happened. When my house got raided, fucking helicopters and shit came and block off the whole fucking everywhere. I gotta tell that story about the fucking shit. Oh yeah, you guys are gonna get a good story next week. Okay, so the gun story. The gun story plus the rat plus the blue house. Yeah. This is where I was at. You're gonna love that story, man. This is why you don't fucking when they read your rights, you'll see when I tell this story, you guys will see when they read your rights, this is why you don't say shit. You don't talk to them. You don't fucking tell them a shit. You don't give them a fucking word. And you'll see in that story what happened and why I got out. Keep your mouth shut. It's a damn good story though. You guys will like it. It's a long one though, so I gotta make that a video. Oh, so I won't have no content. I'm joking. I'll have content forever. I keep thinking of different shit and writing it down. I came up with, I just thought of 3 videos as we were sitting here talking. 2007, I believe, I was one of the last people sentenced in Canada under the old gun laws. Okay. Got a buddy with a huge ass assault arsenal of ARs and they're all legal. Okay. I guess if you don't have a record then you're allowed to have them to go hunting? Is it for, obviously for hunting, right? Because we're only allowed to have stuff for hunting, right? Here in Canada? Or is he allowed to have it for like some other reasons, for special reasons or something, for a gun range or whatever. I'm sure if you're like some rich fancy dude that's never had a record, I'm sure you can get things that others can't get. Oh man, I want to get more tattoos though. I really do. I have to. I finished this. Remember I told you guys I had to finish it? Well, I finished this and I finished the other one. And so the other one, her arm goes this way and they look at each other. Hers is facing this way and mine's facing that way. So when you put your arm together, they're kind of looking at each other. And then I made mine like this. So the ears, I made them kind of different to look like a boy. And then her ears, I made a little tiny little pointier to make it look like a female. And we're going to do that one pink on her arm. And we're going to do this one, I think, blue or red. I don't know. I think maybe blue. Because I think just the whole thing colored red would be them. Or I might not color mine in. I just leave it void. But the red ink, I would never do this to anyone else because I'm not a dick and I don't hurt people when I tattoo them. I'm very, very, very careful and delicate with people. But with myself, I didn't give a shit. I just kept going over the same spot, which other people, I don't care. Because I don't tattoo anyone that's not family. So I'll make them come back in like a week if I have to. Because I'll only go over it once. I'm not going to go over the lines more than once. I'll just do once over and that's it. But with me, I wanted to start her, the red one on my hand, right here. So I went over it freaking like 10 times because the ink was shit. Like the ink wasn't dark and it wasn't showing up. And so I went over it way too many times. And now when this scab comes off, it's probably going to fall, the ink's probably going to fall out with it. And it's probably going to be really faded. And it'll probably only look like, you see? Sorry. Probably only look like, sorry, how the frig can I get the thing to look at? Everything's backwards. What the hell? I can't find the camera, sorry. So, okay. So, see how it's like faded? It's like really, really dull, but the scab part is like dark. I don't know what it's going to turn out like. So I might have to freaking wait till it heals and then actually just do it once over properly once. And just do it once. Because you're supposed to only do it once when you tattoo something. So that was my screw up because I was just like, didn't think it was showing up dark enough. So I kept going over it like maybe 5 times, and that's a no-no. You don't do that. That's something you don't do. But hers turned out perfect because I only went over it once. See, I do better shit on other people too, because I don't really care what I do to myself, you know. Like I colored in this heart again. I've already colored in like 3 times. Because like for some reason I always feel like the red's not dark enough. Because I always keep comparing it to this red that I used to have. And this new red that I get is fucking trash, man. It won't fucking stay. Well, I think it's still the PAL. Or even current army, my bad. Oh, I don't know why I called him a vet. That's interesting, Don. I wasn't aware that army vets had different gun rights. That's cool. Didn't know that. Shooting ranges. You can now have any long rifle without registration. Oh, for real? Real? Sorts of firearms that aren't legal for the typical person, but since he's gone through rigorous firearms training, he is allowed to. Oh, okay. That's cool. Different gun laws. Read that. And restricted, you could get it too if you took the time to study and train. Okay? Then it says, Don Mega says, but I see him posting videos all the time with ARs and M4s and different types of handguns. Some I'm not even sure what they are. LOL. Just firing up at the range. Sorry, I have to say this because you guys brought it up, the range, the firing range. There's another YouTuber in the prison genre, I won't say who. You guys can do this research and figure it out. You guys probably already know who. Give you a hint. Well, if I give you a hint, you'll know exactly who. But, okay, so this guy got caught at the gun range on probation or whatever. On probation, he goes to the gun range and shoots a gun, gets it jammed up, doesn't even know how to unjam it, has to get the guy to help him unjam it, has his girlfriend filming him, puts it on social media, and goes and gets busted for fucking being at a gun range, fucking having a firearm when you're a felon. Do you get that? That is crazy. That's like, oh man, why would you do that? You gonna look at serious jail time for that? That's not worth it, is it? I don't know. I don't think that's worth it. To tell you the truth, I would never do some shit like that. Fuck. But then again, you guys, they're in the States and guns are like so normal down there. It's like to go to the range, shooting me. I don't know. Whatever. I don't want to get involved in the drama. Oh, that reminds me. Check out this belt if you guys are talking about guns. No homo. You know, I'm trying to show you my... But I'm not gay, so no homo here, guys. I just want to show you the belt. Check it. Sick, eh? And the different belt buckles come off, and you can switch the belt buckles. That's what I like about this belt. Because I got like a collection of little different belt buckles. I got like a crown. 5-point crown. Not a 3-point. I also got a Detroit Red Wings hockey Detroit Red Wings logo round one. And then, what else one? I had one other one. Oh yeah, I have the diamond one with the G on it. That's like a fake Gucci. But it's not, it doesn't say Gucci, or it's not like a Gucci G. I just call it the Gucci, but it's not anything close to Gucci, but it has a G on it in diamonds, so I just call it that. It's not that though. I just, when I'm describing it, I call it that because I don't have a name for it. Okay. It says, this is, I already know you're talking about Pinot off my ass. I gotta go pick up some King Palms from the store. Hopefully I'll make it back for more of the live, but if not, I wish you guys an excellent week. Always fun to join in on these streams. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate you showing up, man. And I really appreciate you dropping in every week, bro. It means a lot. And if you're not back in time, because we're probably ending this very soon, then peace. And make sure you check out smack the like on the way out. Make sure you check out the episode on Wednesday. Because make sure you check out the interview tomorrow morning with Harvey Talks Prison. That's what's going to be coming out tomorrow, everybody. Make sure everybody tunes into that. And guys, let's get to 20 likes, man. We got 18. Let's do it. We can do it. Make sure before you leave to smack that like. Oh, 305, guys. We're doing awesome. We're doing awesome. We gained 4 subscribers this stream. I love you guys. You guys are the best. That's better than getting a donation. Getting 4 subscribers during the stream. I got too many people. Too many people freaking depending on me, man. I fucking can't do everything, man. Not you guys, but you guys I love to death. But people in real life, too many people are dependent on me, man. And I'm the only one with an income. It's fucking killing me here. I can't afford all that shit. I can afford to keep my household going And now I got fucking family members trying to fucking make me help them out. Because they're gonna fucking be not able to help themselves and shit. Because, I don't know. It's just, don't worry. I'll figure it out. Yeah, but they shouldn't be doing that to me in the first place, but I guess they kind of have to because they have no other choice, I guess. I don't know. I want to make some belt buckles in the blacksmithing forge. Oh, cool. Cool belt. Thanks, Jack Daniels. LOL. That's it. I'm moving to Florida. Oh, man. If you were offered $1 million to move out of the GTA for 10 years and you can't go back for 10 years, would you do it? Oh, fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, yeah. You offer me $1 million, probably probably not many things I wouldn't do for $1 million. I wouldn't do any gay shit. I wouldn't do any rat shit. I wouldn't kill nobody. That's probably about it. Oh, and I wouldn't do no shit to women or children. And that's probably about it. I'd probably do anything else. I'd fucking fight anybody in the ring. I'd fight a guy fucking like I'd fight Mike Tyson for fucking $1 million. I don't care. I know he'd knock me out. I know I'd get my ass kicked. But like I don't care. For $1 million, dude, that would change my life. Get my whole family out of the projects. Get my mom a place to live, so I don't have to worry about her always fucking not being able to pay her rent. I'd be able to get the kids set up. I'd be able to do a lot of things, man. I'd be able to fucking move out of Toronto and move to like another country. I'd still be able to do my YouTube stuff because I can do it from anywhere. And I could still even have a freaking house in Toronto or in the GTA because I would have so much money. Because if you get $1 million, if I had $1 million, I would turn that $1 million into 10 million. See, it takes money to make money. You know what I mean? It takes money to make money. It's hard because, see, if I had lots of money right now, I could easily go out, buy a freaking set of a 720p camera. I could buy like a 4K camera, have like really, really crispy footage. I could be able to have the camera come around, like an actual camera come around with me and vlog and shit, like outside and shit. All kinds of stuff I could do. I could get the music videos going better. All that shit. Everything, man. Get all kinds of nice cars for the music video. See this here? Right? Because it used to put my cell phone on here. But that part of it broke the other day. Because I used to put the cell phone like this, and then I would turn it, and you put it like that. Right? Or you can kick it out and put it on a tripod. So I really like this thing. And now it can only fit this on here, and these cameras friggin' die so quickly with the batteries. We proved it the other day. I turned it on and it died like instantly, within like a minute. And they were brand new batteries. That's why people don't use these no more. Even though it's a Samsung or whatever. Samsungs used to be good, like for TVs and like everything I had was pretty much Samsung back in the day. When I had 10 grand, right? When I was 18, I bought, I think, a Samsung surround system, like the surround sound with all the speakers. I still have all of it. Actually, I'm missing the freaking other receiver for the little ones that go in the corners. But I still have the 2 tall speakers for each side. The actual machine itself, I lost the remote. Still have the thing that hooks up for the iPod. I still have, what else? Samsung. Oh yeah, the laptop, Samsung. The phone. Oh yeah, the phone is Samsung. And then, so my Samsung Galaxy S3 back in the day, I ended up breaking that, and it freaking got to crap and broke and demolished, and it just stopped working because I used it too much. But I still have it. It's right here. Right. And then, because it's got so many pictures in it, that's why I still have it. It has a whole bunch of pictures from like 2012 to like 2016. So I didn't want to get rid of all those family pictures and stuff. So that's why that's there. Because there's a chip in there that I need to get out. And I keep procrastinating. I have to hook it up to the computer and I guess get all the pictures out of it somehow. I know how to do it. I'm just so busy. I procrastinate on shit. And I'm procrastinating on switching this into the podcast room instead of the game room. But I am doing it. Long day. Time to go race my car. Okay, guys. I think it's been 3 hours anyways. It's been a long day too. We're at 19 likes. We need one more. Started streaming 2 hours ago. Okay. I could have swore it's been longer. Message retracted. But I know I'm gonna go. I know one of you secretly went and did that, so I'm gonna go look in there and I'm gonna be happy. And I'll see everybody tomorrow at the live stream, or not live stream, sorry, at the interview of Harvey Talks Prison interview. Okay, it's tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. It's an awesome interview, you guys. You guys are gonna love it. It's 29 years, bro. 29 years. He went in 1987, and he got out in 2016. Okay, this is a damn good interview, and you're gonna love it. Okay, so make sure you show up, please. I appreciate it if you show up. That's why I wanted to make it for Sunday, so I could tell all of you at the live about the interview and all that. We'll go through another round of everybody talking and say bye. Later, scatter. Later, bro. Later, everybody that's leaving. Have a good night. Have a good evening. I love each and every one of you. Just firing up at the range. Everybody have a good evening. Everybody, LTF, loyal to family, loyal to all of you, loyal to freedom, loyal to fans, followers. Oh, you guys, if you're not following me on the other social medias, all the links are here. If you guys want to follow me on like IG or Facebook or whatever you guys want to follow me on, it's all there. Okay? And like I said, if you do like hip hop, check it out. That's about it. 2 hours and 50 minutes. Okay, sweet. So we're right on schedule then. Right on schedule. That's good. I think we had a damn good one, guys. We had a really good one today. I really appreciate everyone's coming, and I think we had a really good turnout. Obviously, if we have 19 likes, it was a really good turnout. Steady comments throughout the whole thing, which I appreciate, because if nobody comments, then the live stream kind of is really hard for me to talk, because it's like I'm talking to you guys on the live, right? When I'm reading the comments and talking to you guys, it's a lot easier, and the time goes by quicker, and it's more fun, and it's better. If I'm just sitting there and there's no comments, it's like, what am I even doing here? Like, that's how you feel when you're streaming. And so you just start talking, and it's like weird. You feel weird talking because it's like now you're talking to people that might see this in the future type thing. So people that do see it in the future, guys, I love all of you that see it in the future, the live. When it gets uploaded, it's not alive no more, but I guess people love to go on there and watch it because they get to see the chat on the screen, and then I guess they see the whole convo. So that's pretty cool too. If they don't make it to the chat or to the live, at least they can still watch it. It gets uploaded to the channel 3-hour live to watch, but that's a lot of content to watch. If you love the channel, that's a lot of content you'll be happy about. My videos, I'm trying to make less than 20 minutes for the uploads for the episodes, because I know people said that 12 to 15 minutes is the best uploaded video time for people to not like skip through your video or leave in the middle of your video or shit, because that actually hurts more than it helps. If you just click on the video and then like click off immediately, it makes the YouTube algorithm think that you clicked on it and then clicked off because it was clickbait, or clicked on it and clicked off because you didn't like it. But meanwhile, you could just be like clicked on because you're a subscriber and you wanted to just see it, and then we're like busy and you're like, oh shoot, I gotta go, and click off of it. It's not that big of a deal. It just helps a lot more if you are gonna click on it to watch at least most of it, or at least all of it would be the best thing to do for a creator. I'm not just saying for me, I'm just saying for anybody. That's how it works. It helps a lot more. Same thing with the ads. You know that? When the ads come on, the creators, if you skip the ad, the creators get paid like basically pennies. If you don't skip the ad and you watch the whole entire ad, they get a lot more. If you watch half the ad and then skip, they get more. So it all depends on how much of it is watched. All these kind of little things. It's crazy how many little details there is with this stuff. But it's something called analytics, and I've studied the analytics like crazy. That's how I knew we had no female fan base. So that's why I changed stuff a little bit and acquired a bit of a female fan base now. Right? So that's awesome. So I love all the women and men here that subscribed and liked and come and support us and rock with us. I love each and every one of you guys, because if you guys weren't here, then I wouldn't be here. You guys are the backbone of the channel. You guys know it. So make sure you guys keep showing up, because without you, there will be no channel. Alright? You guys know that. You guys are the main, most important people on this channel. So be good, and we'll see you next week. Peace. Yeah, I prefer shorter vids, but I don't mind longer vids when it's a YouTuber that interests me. Peace. You have TikTok? Yeah, I got TikTok, bro. That's where I put my music. I put all my stuff that's like behind the scenes, working on music and stuff, up on TikTok now. And that's where my music will be, on TikTok and SoundCloud. And hopefully I'm going to have it on YouTube Music too soon. I believe it might already be, I don't know. Later, y'all. Oh, that's why. I'm trying to turn it off on the computer, and meanwhile, you got to turn it off on here. That's why. Sorry. Peace.